ene hasa mesha ne hasa capsules ayadia ne eno so ba bia Ghana ubenya hasa mesha hasa capsules ne bi enso ato omota dwumadi na chi 3p aya garlic aya mesha aya 100% aya garlic extract misro bibibia wombia aya garlic aya jumano anasa aya jumano wodi peduanom enti eno no omota dwumadi na chi mamemfanto ya said Dr. Amuzu enso ede Amuzu garlic bitters no enso ede abadwaso ne so nya bia ebebo pi eno ebi odwaso Lawson Enterprise ayade ya drinks nyina no ayade obefa Lawson Enterprise meba be di omon komo achiro Ban Herbal Hospital aye Dr. Ban ayade ndompemu ban enkasebo ban ne ho ena eso de woni kire na Dr. Ban ehwo betway ayade we best saver bibi kama ena adia booking course na nso beba Edolson edine nyina nso bebram na makotwa bi na monyeska oba download aye betway app no Varon Ghana Limited me pacho mo amopa bobo ya ene aye me pacho bikes no aye motorbikes ne bia tono na odi aye delivery odi woni beche aye Varon Ghana Limited Gaston Mesa Menso Plus ayade nature medicine Daroma enomo edi aba ayade wunya bia bebo pi ayade Rush energy drink no ya kama samacho so wodi Rush energy drink shasana no nombe ene uye adwuma kakra no wa Rush energy drink na wonya we energy nyina back Dawood eba hospital Dr. Dawood ya kanu samacho se nipa bebre na efa Dr. Dawood so enya awo bebre ena ne omoje awo ewo Dr. Aye Dawood ho obi asabi awo mo aye den ediama no Dr. Dawood ebom sa Dawood 360 aye capsules ne ointment no me patron odipia badwaso no ayade ababia Dawood 360 capsules ne ointment ayade eno so obenya bi ato omo so etadwumadi no achi aye dendenden mamemfa we ento just Spanish aye garlic aye mesa and capsules ayade emorese 16 different herbs and omo Spanish garlic mesha and the capsules. Yakasa yadi ehaban kwama dunsia aya drobia na chesa no ehye. Dr. Solomon ayaja sulak aya biochemist ono energy zibman capsules and aya prostafit aya capsules no enso ede abadwaso eno ye Dr. Solomon mesro ayaja kona so ye nina se research oye ansoro di no ne bana nyagro tabia de takuma ba Ghana ha aya takum emema nyina dan takum tabia takum eno so na eba adwuma nti mesro na petabia takum ni bi na bibia so enye kama gengemed aye dental clinic yani me patro ye beba ye sene de ne so nemum aye gengemed aye dental aye clinic makatro se obi bia wo se eha no aye gengemed obi a wo se ye white da aye gengemed me patro se no o pesti de bia blood ba ko gengemed op aye wallpapers ya kama sama se op eba se yensiesie ye damu ye fie ye pap kopi ho na tonya mapapa ni nyina enso efi op kwa mesha kwa plus mesha kwa MT mesha mesro ayadia boost immune system no ema nipadua na enya hoden da bia na kwa MT ne dia mesro malaria do tatawe pa unya bia eno ebeboa medima for about center Dr. Time da so enche Dr. Time da so baba bogala entemo bia remfi ewo abua kwa ho ene be sanse free ene time da so achesem yenuama mo sai area ho nyina na ye sika to so na mobobo eno eye time da so na ne jebo ho pa o team wate academy nem hospital ho ana ati woni be che na wakwakwaje wayaresa Alaska Star Enterprise Makachos Alaska and question of the day no Alaska Daroma and ye day a Lawson Aye TV question of the day no ye debe premo enti Mr. Emma ayo Renfi ye baba be di ehon komo sesia Dr. Edu and the SM Bites enye ensa ayadro ye fa SM Bites Mr. Pebi na emwa na monya stroke de aye Dr. Edu ho na wodi woni enso ebekire mamemfa to just kangen energic aye drinking water ebi na simi nchen ha eno an ye nom aye alkaline enye just water aye kangen ena ye ne ombedi nkomo e program kese so dia Buffalo Polo na catch us entire aye she Buffalo Polo enso ena epam totori nyina enso edemaye mesro atade ne de eye Buffalo Polo ebesiesie kama Makion restaurant omosi nyame adom otra Mother's Day no so ma mensa na fa ne bra eye Makion eye restaurant sansora kel chako eye toothpaste mere tu anim se eye dia ne toothpaste yusu eye kel chako toothpaste ebe ma sena fita Vema plus 4 at the Prostavite air drive capsules little capsules ningina ebi ewo just so na air drive capsules little capsules ene eye Prostavite eye Vema Plus ene de abedwa so me so nya bia ebebo bebre semen vital ba me sha ene capsules no me so nya bia bebo waist pains ni me ma sesia na mo jemu no o de semen vital semens eye vital ba me sha ene ne capsules Ghana ba bia obenya bia to me so enkoye kura pebi enom ene bebo me ma mo ntimi nyina mo nan so no mo de no Dr. Amuzu de Amuzu P enso ede abedwa so is Amuzu P na no a ene o mu ha eko ene ye ne Dr. Amuzu enso ebeti nkomo ewo aye dwumadi so omada Roma ene ye transia ye repi enso ebramo bigi na ene ma tesen
nyame adom bibi aboko
chairman bigi bibi kama
nyame adom
ye ready ase kwame so ho ye de okay nyame adom ebebo nundu pepepe na chese ya sorry ko na se ka nkwanka Saturday adu Saturday de kwame Philippa ene enya ko me ama me ko kwame me da se pa
ye kwame ho
me na issue bia
kwame say we sound one
on sound that be obi a baby offer
say the one we ko
me na me ko
ne de ne ye mabodi na mafro
kwame some granny hey
so head
they see enkane no on said the last time we are obeto me anofa you know
ay
time now be catch him say we see me akopra ho say ono ne de no onko pra ho onwe ho he say the onko
unim say parakuo body ye djuma ho body ye na de gate no ye ti anam ko body ho
video we ono na ka na se
body ho na me body gidi nkoma na just I am say me si aba ha si akọ
no afa ho kaka
ye body ntia
o say o ono na ka na se
say o pa just me sheda ko na me pa just me sheda ko because body ho body ho parakuo ho ko
the Ramana say you cry say you ono nko special one special one
Anderson, Mame, Alaska Star, question of the day, you know. We do come here, chair. What you say? Mame, Alaska Star, your question of the day.
Episode 4 and question of the day. Now, as Barcelona host Real Madrid in the Clasico tomorrow, which player do you think his team will really need him the most to make the difference? In the Clasico, anyame adumu a Barcelona question and net ye bisa na say player ban and na ususu se. Ne club ni be hia ni ye pa. Na we win game no. Options ni bi nie. Rafinha, Kylian Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, Thibaut Courtois, Pedri, Jude Bellingham. Or option for fra ultimi edeka ho enti player ban and ususu se the team ebe hian ye pa abra classico no eba so nyame adomo a china
eno Alaska Star question of the day obejone ewo Lawson TV ewo Facebook no so Mr. all I can watch share na wonu aso no etimi anya bia hwe obetimi ahwe awie ebotan na wase ada omo pie no na nyesa okay enti Mr. Obejoin Lawson TV on Facebook osha all I can watch share edi amaye na ubia so etimi anya bia hwe ebono ndu na be sorry free jumadi no so question of the day na no say why na ogidi pass any team ebehia no nyame ya adoma wo china emla Clasico Barca and Madrid ebo kwame
ken the etienne ye say okosoroba form Barcelona for ne betata on be attack de bia ye bebo Clasico bia Madrid for ye ka say ye hwese kwato abenya ni day ba nyame adoma china I was saying Mbappe moke come because Madrid be here win if only say on person timidi La Liga na so Real Madrid for be here Mbappe me so mbeke come mo goals o me depend on koto a we say we a check say we say ni more for ne ke come so me hwese Mbappe mbetima sachira ni omem kakra dia ma Real Madrid because a gamer on said that enya a lot of opportunities so few ones ebeba no how are we clinical betima convert no ebe ye key and eba sa na hwan na wo anymore Mbappe na wo anymore so ene de mekwa ma Mbappe say obetima si for market kan ho
kwame say Mbappe bigi
ken me ko for la mi ya ba
Obeko for Lamine Yamal.
Yes, Lamine Yamal in the sense that recent El Clasicos are married. How we see Abono Homoding and the Amani team Barcelona. And aside that, recently big matches are Barcelona Abonino. He makes sure say he's a young player do, but okay team no on his shoulders or bossy team no like he or bossy game in Ankasa. Emma who say yes, a brand you know, yet that kind of force at Barcelona being here. So based on how our impacted big. Meko for Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
Yes.
Lamine Yamal.
Yes.
Okay. Lawson, Obekwa Mahwan.
Ken. Achina die Misusu say I was say Vinicius Junior keka na hon kakra. One dad che. Se Vini.
Mo bibi kakra ono.
E kan ho say obobola. Obeka mo nyina egu dem.
Okay.
Se Vini kan ho say big game. Big game. I will be here no so keka no ho a. Nkomo ni ye different. But it's been very bad recently. And saying, "Boy, no, we say they want ye." Inti, Misusu say, "Some Madrid won't pay a biboa." Omubama Vini, na Vini, and back to the normal self. Now, ba, maybe a bit miss.
I am on for question of the day. We move for back on count. Mame, one of the offside the pa.
Madrid for ya.
Mbappe. Your buffers are for you. They're 40 and echo.
Oh, they say they're quite the woo.
Set an American. Or non quantity team member catching players in England. So 2 American deal money.
And there's a pass non quantum.
Every person. Okay. Hey, Anderson.
Hey, Mammy, yes, said you're almost Kakra.
Where's a Copama microphone?
And Copama, they stole and I still insist. He's still the best player for Chelsea.
Oh, you almost are.
Hey, Ken Obiase 15 goals was Oshie. May start somebody there. 15 Premier League goals.
Your games will
be mad.
The best player for Chelsea this season, and I say.
No, recent times. Nancy or buy this season. There's some voices can say do but Copama Juma we did the Chelsea. You cannot say was some because we say 15 Premier League goals. I was
oh, they be on one side. Copama side.
Still Copama. Me turn the chigi.
I am boom. Okay. Insioni okobra misro John ye ewo Lawson TV ewo Facebook no so na ma me mehwe kakra wan e na ogide pass na obeyi ni team no enso ebehia no ense obi adene de enso aba Anderson ka Vinicius Junior Kwame eka Mbappe na Biggie ede Lamine Yamal mejiri pass de ni team behia no pa Thibaut Courtois because ball no de be kɔ so ebebro be 15 enti it depend on no dodo betimi ayede ache afrimu ene be kire Madrid for chances e wo game nom eno de tie no de ma Clasico aya na Ghana for ene nipa bebre ni gye won ene se oye den ball betonet 0 sansam na de bi intensi so oye den e be ko because it's close to 20 years in here ba ko pen ayen 0-0 enti e den ya be 3-4 goals there nyame yadoma ochina ebeba na pasa form money brand o mabufu nyina nkogo mo so ana Madrid for atwetwe mo Biggie say on say Madrid for atwetwe mo no
yes Madrid for na
eti ko mutimi som be 5 and 6
and 5 and 6
yen say the Canadian can one no
yen me just sure then Madrid for with makasa ukruma bi
say Madrid for na 7 Madrid for the say o so mo 2-0 enyo masem o so mo 3-0 enyo masem de hiane say dey o mo consider bebre de o mo pesa o mo achieve no mai den
o mo achieve anything Barcelona ntimi anje
that be anye treble Champions League
okay
Champions League so the difference is 10
sure
difference is 10
but to
Madrid 15 Barca 5 and others and who do want to take over 60 years
wow and is Champions League na
yemfa bi say Arsenal team they say Madrid will 15 or 0 e bet take 100 years Arsenal motimi aba be do 15 no
possible
so the number of years awadi e wo football mu a 1 GB ne kire say highly
ubetimi a che enti ene eso moti o mo na
Kenya bad name say besi sa no enso so ye problem
this is the match that was saying e bia ye
4-0
5-2 and I saying 3-2
okani nyina boma
12-4 aggregate I feel I'm calling you this is Xabi Alonso ba It's Alonso, but Alonso, the Mijidi pa.
But man, tell you, sir, tough mentality they are called for the last push. That is the question I'm asking.
Yeah, Barcelona
players, you know, because I feel a lot of these players are young players, and so therefore that kind of tough mentality. Say now all treble, especially wanting to win the Champions.
Barca is not about the treble. Say Omunya Champions League in Omunya League in Copa del Rey no cry. Things in Kanomu okay. Champions League in
it is the biggest of all. Yes, but unfortunately, and no next super anka one league in Panka or no open we free and no name to me a man counsa. And now maybe some who say players they be motivated enough. Maybe I once it is Real Madrid, they are Clasico, they are going to give their all because at least for the bragging rights sake and quade, or person mobinia sa win no. But can they do it? That is the big question. And Madrid so better now more my year.
Biggie bisa question.
As it stands now, Bobo Clasico this season, Biana, Barcelona na favorite so be winning. And talking of mentality now, Okano.
It took me about. Kwame said, "Young father said Barca and Madrid, Baba. So do Tibeto so party and the one. David. Kwame, Eris what it. Oh yes, Madrid, maybe." Barca players in your pre-practice.
Next season, assembly. But this season, Madrid could share Barca. Me say, "Chinchina, me hey David." On my own say, they be amping focus say, "The ana the why you be pain you do much ye." This season, Barcelona demonstrated actually say, "Baby, on better Real Madrid, you almost show." So clearly, obi on show they be and this season. So when they come back, untimi nkase untimi nyebi. Okaso obeye. And some mentality and a big Wukano, Barca players near young. By Nipa we impact some mentality near Hansi Flick. That's the reason why I coach Neka say, Omunko for the last push, because coach him say emotionally or me down. After so move free Inter Milan game no. By how we impact our winning mentality, Omo some mental toughness, the same coach, me will believe say by this time was cycle boys na kasa.
Okay.
I will make me decide defeat not too much.
Okay.
And to me when they say Barcelona, a bit me a rag game my bra or may strong.
Mamiko Facebook or Abrantia Fan Ramsey. David was even needs to stand on his feet today. Me patch tomorrow. David Edian and Barcelona fans are still heartbroken. Or that's all Benjamin.
Yeah, I mean,
still a home. That's a home. Yeah, you guys are too much. Any metal west no. Barca all the way. Papa. We Yakubu Abubakar. Ediano no Xavi in Madrid. No Xabi Alonso. What I meant to say. Okay, Yanon have gone 11 years now. No Champions League. Okay. Hello, Lawson TV. I'm agree. We're cool. Madrid need Vini today. Okay. Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, Madrid program how can see a pie as uncle for you. But be a space in the ground on the ball, dear Rico. Yeah, Giano original. Born space in the baby, no, they are called him so quack was saying number. Until further, Virgin Jubele Hamodi. Bread or more bread, papa, because this boys mean with it. Omo Hadri. Yabakaba, Zabi Alonso, the old Toby Cabby, Rebecca, just hey, Fabon General. But me come on nearby, Yaba. Kwame Waha, Alderson Waha, Biggie Waha, and of course, the Amopanoma de Bemamo, Miss Oba Johnny, our Lawson TV, Lawson Radio, 96, 396.3, Sanso, and Mepacho, Lawson TV on Facebook. Well, I can watch Ediamaye, Nabiaso, Kamanimum, may Bobby be Ediachamo, Ghana Farm, more US, Union Bebre, and a America Minum. Sisia make a seminia obi krano ewo USCA bebre central for bebre yenuanom yenam for bebre enwa Donald Trump sign executive order no or say obi a ogiri pass unin krata no ko airport sisia plane ewo ho free that is sesa no kai or see plane is you free airport to be is your yente Donald Trump.
Program for illegal aliens. We are making it. Today I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens. We are making it as easy as possible for illegal aliens to leave America. Any illegal alien can simply show up at an airport and receive a free flight out of our country. We have also launched a phone app called CBP Home. That's CBP Home. where illegals can book a free flight to any foreign country. As long as it's not here, you can go anywhere you want. We're also adding a very important exit bonus for illegals to further incentivize their self-deportation. This deportation bonus will save American taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. What Biden did to this country can never be explained, will never, ever be accepted. Eventually, when the illegals are gone, it will save us trillions of dollars. However, if illegal aliens choose to remain in America, they're remaining illegally and they will face severe consequences. Illegal aliens who stay in America face punishments including significant jail time, enormous financial penalties, confiscation of all property, garnishment of all wages, imprisonment and incarceration, and sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion. So to all illegal aliens, book your free flight right now. We want you out of America, but if you're really good, we're going to try and help you get back in. Thank you. Today I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens.
Executive order no osi plane ACC airport free enti okwa no wakwakofo ochre punishment a se otinem no mo chewa omo edebe ma kwame enkomre papa we
untitia break unya wutre
se wajai na yenim se wajai Edison anano pa me reho pa wutie sere no sika nsem na wo se ko airport to be eben flight is way free na fa ko krum
akasa ne mom
okay
de tia netie ewo
ewo hydrin
na we gare ni be na be tie di oka now gare ni be na be za ntino
but one thing is say omo so a yenuan mom wo ho a inkrata na nya ready na wosom so very careful
any dey come
so you careful unti ani ntima ye bochre yenuan bebre ni se bebre monitor wa obi okra adwuma nti kra na adwen ye den emma so wante se papa na ye den
I think so post 6 hours ago
6 hours ago na chesa wo machimo ene ba
nti dodo na afi na mo beda sorry ye
nti oda sorry ana wate nti ye besre mo ana wa hwe ho ye ba bia wo bia pp no ene nanti bebrebe no adwuma ntu fie na tin se beboa na se wo baby so betimi afam na yeya se Canada was saying for minim se obisi ayen but utie ni nsem na wakana utie se we mo hyase akwa no even say akwa was kabe rebe
elom
some na ebu mine omojo mo mine anya sa omojo mo mine because na sem bia no the American people nti the bibi a chese opese oje
nyema Trump yen clearly World Cup no amai na be kono omo visa issue in be very difficult clearly
the ECC nyema wo ye because utimika say for a country America a lot immigrants be in America
of course
now omo wo hosisia na utimika say baby obi obetima ko airport free flight wo planes wo free fa ko krom na chese omo prepare and be cost omo over scale be cost omo nyes like 12
they do not care
omo care
exactly.
Okay, tie nua no minim se bebre adeda bebre so sorry hwe time bia bebre so sorry a answer mo hwe program no nti ye besere mo na ma hwe mo yie papa na na akasa ahomachin na ode sansem no ede atodwa enti ema eyo remfi also when you sign executive order no enti unin krata free kromo or the plane CC airport obia in free ayekromo yada se yemfa no ensi wo na yenko enso emra because yensem no enso edoso yade nyina enso ebebremo na mahu sere nsem no enso tie ma memra stories no na memra sesia na ensem bebre enso ho ma memfa sansem we enso entudwa sesia ne nyina ne sese wo piem enso Manchester United boboko na so ya wonim sem no aye United aye enkura na under 19 for no Omni City ebo ye na playoff our semi final our Premier League aye 2 ene na wo hwe bi no ye hu se Ruben Amorim Echo Hebi, Echo Town Cranachi, Opania, Yefano, Jason Wilkos, and so Echo Town Cranachi, Emma Bia switch me a camera, and your Jumedia Corso, no matter if you're not sitting Crana, Manchester United from Crano, and some payments of fine. Go in here, I don't something so to I would imagine so Emma Rimfi, Mamifa Sansem, we enter just so Pimon from a Yatia Brantia, Yefano, a Travis Court, Wababe do our Barcelona Chroma way, and on the Spotify, Omne Basa, Akabuma, Omo Ede, a Yedi logo, Eberto Basa, Jessino, and so enim, Emma Bia to me, I come a Billboss Auro, our city of Barcelona, and I should be Enra, and a Brantiano, EPMO, our Barcelona Chromo, do airport near where Travis Court.
What's your favorite song? Impossible. Please, thank you. Right.
Guys, once you're done, step back for me, okay? Come on.
Oh, excuse me.
Asa 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Shenipa over by 100. Acha some more basa. Ayo boutique wo. Butiga so mu sika no acha se ne omo dia twro e dia go mo nyina akwa pages ni biato jesi no mo de babo nyame adom otena aye classico no hweni padom a egu aye wo a omo nyina twen se anopai ombeba bebie no mo so atimi atobi e mo resa de di kan bai na sa yese mpayimfo na sa printer foforo e dia ba eno na amatoto nyina te ya anopa sa 2 am no omo nyina akwa pa biato ye de won sam ne nso tudwa e wo aye dwuma je ne so ne ye je pa ye de mamo mamefa sansem we antudwa so pieman so nsam foforo ma What do we need and some Pania? Yafan Alan Shearer, Emirates about go so Premier League or no NLD or the Atuja se Kopama, Niam Session the man Newcastle United. We go Kopama, ebe feeling relax. Ninga say when you go, 80 pressure being in so after so close to 19 games. A year without a goal. And to you go now no or did you pass a Quanaba Bobo year into Newcastle and Chelsea game no Niam Session or your Newcastle ni or did you pass a Kopama Niama Befa? What about Romeo Lavia Basso or said no Chelsea team na nkofe di won komo nyina na o dire pass akura na efe Romeo Lavia ono na nsesa bibibia Romeo Lavia ono na change bibibia o dire pass akura no bae no ne modem a aso ani na nyagro eno Romeo Lavia no je che no se o bae no o hwe Chelsea mfimfin wa utum sa akura na ma ho ayetik Clasico baso nyame adom ochna Yenya ba ye fano aye Gabrieli wa ba bonten se ye mfantudwa ono aye Hendrick ne yire me pato mo ware Osi mfantudwa se ono Hendrick adwen ho se omo peso mo bebre enti anini abranch ababa anini ono na dia tudwa se omo take omo decision so omo peso mo bebre e mo rense Hendrick aya akoda ababa ne Hendrick akrabi ne mo tire pass ne omo beboa ma bia na se omo aye relationship no aya de omo to omo hase bibia e kamata mo wore na nkofo tire pass omo susua ne mo aya de ne omo so omo sase adwen eye enkura ho mpeso mo de nkura bebre enso eba asase so edo nsam ne nso tudwa enom eje ba ye de mamo ewo dwumaje ni so ye ni nkomo ne mfa nsane pi enso emremo ne na so pie so Manchester aye United aye boboko ne enso aso ya aye de Manchester aye team no ma me mfa tudwa so after so mo pie so Europa League aye final no Manchester the last time mo pie mo no meba we so the last time United pie mo omo line up no our final emro said that na Lucio aye Bruno Fernandes Harry Maguire eye abrante for Victor Lindelof and Ahmad and another team no ho and no edge to result to saka 5 players per the last time Oligo na so say Adam Kopieman so Europa League final no players ni no afi eye club no no ma me fan to just manager na ye fono eye Ruben Amorim our training ground so the eye and say players na omo ball Europa League eye semi final editor Bilbao no eye dia omo toto ni na rest o say that be omo nkoje omo home because omo adwuma bebre enso eye ne mo no krep wom sem ayada reserves no omo manya bia mo eno friend kra ne bebre edo mo ba aye Carrington aye training ground so a ene omo aye training na yada won sem na 2019 adia players na omo starting omo starting energy to say Bruno Fernandes mo Harry Maguire mo any players na kan opanyi no ama mo nyina stay wo gym ho so omo rest na bia so enye kama Matthias Cunha aye Manchester United target ma men fan to just say onom a presenter aye player of the month and so edia man ne team 8 jogging from Lawson onon and alco wosa onya player of the month inti we Matthias Kunanye and a award and Edema Branch and Morris Wolves team no Osho goalkeeper na hwem me patron striker na utu sanyema nyina enso edita ye ayede won sam enso tudwa ewo dwumade ni so enom eyensane bia yede emamo na toboli na no na regole chadeba tudwa se toboli ehu no na osia no ka cha so Charles Ona no krepe wemne se me na ye friend Rugolet me from Netherlands na me kra na mabo Chelsea da me ni bobo pa ya ja me ba Chelsea me sambe ye coach kra ana o se onim no na tambe na obaye na obode tinit toboli o se onim Rugolet eno na branch for Darren Pent e dia betuja so did passe e disrespect ya dia e chese enchrebu na onim se opanyini e no kre pass na onim Rugole se osika ye dia na enye dana na washa na chese on fete so ye Chelsea ye owner na obi o ye Chelsea owner wo beto club unim club ni legends ayadia opanye for Darren Pent sen the toboli ye no se o said that they are fine name one said that they are not just akwan wonim bonum emfaso bia ni so sende on be na to so enso aye adwuma enso adiama Chelsea ene ensem ne so todwa ayede enso mama memfa todwa sabatis ebo Chelsea name no krepe wo me se no me say yi betrayal mami Anthony at the time on bedu ye na omo soro supporters ni group form ya free player na waba na wabaji weni ya body na waba na wabaji weni we Anthony te the timer omo free Anthony UEFA Conference League ne kura because mo Germany papa mami Isco na yenim komo another star boy ewo club from Betis we brantia ye fan Isco ono so na wo hwe no on so a club on legend on so my friend buyer on so na wo hwe no my bad running players aka nyina no ayadia enwa na nya sem ketwa on be Germany ma bia so etimi ye kama ayadia opanyino na wo hwe no ene mpanyinfo mo enso eda club na no ni na sa Betis akọ final omonje trophy no nemu anija omuwem no ebi na wo hwe bi ewo Lawson TV Lawson TV ewo Facebook no so Lawson 96 Lawson radio ayede won sane pi enso emamo ene ye jeba no mame fa sanse mo into just a branch for Andrew Onana and no beka ne Lamborghini no wansam ekere a branch no ayade omkwaje no ode okwakotweska no enso akwaje na ade time omkọ fie oni enta branch ne fie na police car no Greater Manchester Police in paying for because almost the license na wu na say insurance na wu and ode car no enso enam ne Lamborghini no enom jeba ne mame fa we ento just ode abetodwa send the best advice abonya Edwin van de Sar and this advice ne man opanyi we ayade asam to obefro no wakasa no wakere ode so we obi asam to na na niaje no di watem oba Manchester United tore bia na boy niam nkoye onim se dipo bebre na aye no enom jeba Fabregas more referee call aye Italy wanya aye coach aye of the month of the month of April more semant today etwam no call Italian Serie A no the best coach aye Fabregas eno jeba na Fabregas yem fantudwa so na no na our San Siro emla Inter Milan and the Barca game no na ekoso also on the 88th minute at the time a branch for Rafinha at the ball to net and Kabosiako na oduru steps no so no ti go na dede no ti na yem hye no say nkofo na teka no obaye na achebi ateka no o transfer time ni nyina nso awie na o so awie and obeka no say yabo aye football Champions League games in history one of the best na nipa bebre ebekoso akaisa game na ekoso nano no enom Fabregas nsema ene ode tudwa ene so de mamo awo jumajere so Bilbao players miensa na mebo amfantia Manchester United ba kwa fit nyame ya utuma omo game omo bo Sunday watchna obetumi abobi abranche fa ne sunset ono ne watumi atono ne ne enti obetumi asiaka enso de amam Inaki Williams ene Nico Williams they are still omo anya fit enti nyame ya duma omo ntumi embo game ene so pass no ene nsebe free aye club na ye from Bilbao omo so ye ba ye demamo ewo aye domagere so manya report na sa Manchester United and sa Bobo Kwa from Barcelona one decision is Mondrick omo be ye tifo enti ayade a ochena aye game na Barcelona won tifo no more yes banana omo dia hye kama no more dia face club ye from aye Real Madrid na eno aye jeba ye demamo ewo aye domagere so Rivaldo enso akopiem ewo China kura ye for Gwendu wakwakodu na ne ba ye for Rivaldo Junior obobo ewo sa kromo ye se no di ne birthday na Rivaldo Barca legend Brazilian legend okodu aye China enso nie still enkofo kai no omo gine tum your opinion for Rivaldo and the other one seven certificate. Many reports Arsenal Zubimendi yes be 60 million Arsenal for taking decision so mo ekutua and common akwachire says Zubimendi na obiani so Bob Madrid says Arsenal for ababeji can for this boy just our crown to my payments for Arsenal ayebobo kono so na bia so timi ayekama and a report if Arsenal bobo kono aso ya basa Zubimendi and no Arsenal for na ditin komo bebre and Morris Andre Bertako Spain yerebeto anim se kwa kona akura we ntima woko yenya reports akura no ntia woko no bibibia eya totomo ayetomo nsam enso tudwa mami Cristiano Ronaldo na yeni nkomo because CR7 akodi nkomo Ronaldo na nia bre A40 Ronaldo supporters be brejiri pasa nka wonja ball no kura chidie na da bia na nia bre a chesem na nia mekoso Saudi Arabia no ensa egu na nima ase ntia be nka wonja kura no nkopene ba bi ntra bo World Cup ni wie kura nkopene ba bi ntra ni nyina se sa ya nim gwase on win trophy amane ayana nkofo etwetwe no na Ronaldo ane club from Erna Zampany for the Sankosia biem na ensiamu no omukofra ne se omesane ne contract ne 2-year contract omopeso omodema because club no paying for agire pass o club na ya big say some a global club we are say dotoning name El Naza Ronaldo nko na obi anim omo enom ejepa ya jema munti omra no be stand contract no Ronaldo ko no say on sign contract ne sign contract no ochina because the passer some to good players better players edu amoba players ni be breso club ni ma omo nya de ompe omo nanu na nkomodie no empayifo Ronaldo didi nkomo a nkomodie no koso a ana Ronaldo esa so obebobodin ohia 5 players ewo tinum 5 top players amonfa monfi Europe mra amonfa binfi South America mra na 5 players no omoba 5 bi wo club ni ma ompe omo me pacho uye player otimenka owo El Naza Ronaldo akobodin ewo meeting na say ompel 1 mami goalkeeper Bento fane mami onini ofi Brazil we Ronaldo ka champion for no se keeper we ontimi emuomo ompeno omomanenko. Number 2 Emerick Laporte Cristiano Ronaldo koboni din ewo meeting na say oye lazy onye serious na nanse kra coach na ye frɛ no eye me pato Stefano Pioli ene ni nya ntokwa ewo training grounds ema coach ne katra ne se onye serious ba kokwa wo training eye no nwa still coach no o kan sa asem ne che player na Champions League semi final no coach no esema Emerick Laporte ekobo obi nti Ronaldo abo Laporte din se won pe no mami openye for Stefano Pioli no enom aye ni port so 3 Ronaldo boni din eti Stefano Pioli ba bia obia no Ronaldo abo din ewo meeting na se abranche ye for Wesley oye Brazil ni Ronaldo boni din wo meeting na se ontimi emabo team no eti sa akura no so no omo emanenko eno aye Wesley fa akura no mame enom ejeche no ena akura ba ku ye for Angelo ono aye akura bi ono so ewo club from one Naza ono so Ronaldo boni din se Angelo no ono so won pe no enti omoye nipa mako enum good news is Sadio Mane Ronaldo catch am pay for no say Sadio Mane commitment and this is in boss Sadio Mane Ebono ayadia ebetimi abomu yepa and Sadio Mane Ronaldo will stay Timra CR7 on the Timra what I say and dear Toja now once a Cristiano Ronaldo no for phone and so for Carlo Ancelotti Ancelotti the tunanim so dabi or person okoye Brazil for Edumano na Demetri say so kobo Simone Inzaghi and general na notice Simone Inzaghi ni din and some and Naza Cristiano Ronaldo yes wa catch champion for say opanyina ya first Simone Inzaghi no ayadia omo emfano and say players mienu omudi abetoja aya Bastoni akrana nano ne Lamine Yamal defender no aya Bastoni onini ana akra Diaz no our Liverpool omo Eba Bastoni Luis Diaz omo promo nanka Simone Inzaghi enso be kan 5 na media to no Ronaldo tiri pass obe sign contract na this omunya sa players no and omunya sa players ni na kwan no omu player for enso eba enye sikanti and not Saudi Arabia Ronaldo signed $200 million a season osibon sign this omunya players ni be kwan no omu players akese eba omo ababobo omu dini bi eba omo ababobo omu dini on prom no omu nko na team entimi compete enye sa on extended contract no anom ACL7 na me fan to just a master for and as a marker ko krata no omu be to just ayadia FIFA acha and omu be to just a FIFA paying for and so if you opinion for Gianni Infantino na the decision is our person Ronaldo about Club World Cup bi minisawate na mom Jamaica ne sa ayadia nasa for esro sasa ekobase omantimi anye de Ronaldo epen amfama na players ro poso mo kono monjo mo kwan mo mankwa ebia Ronaldo clubs na omum enso eko Club World Cup no ebia no obia ko sane Ronaldo adene ko FIFA Club World Cup no ejesi so moni abre omo hwesande de Ronaldo kan ni ometimi adi so na bia so no etimi ayekama yedo nsam nso tudwa awo jumaje ne so yenko oza aye training ground so hine ba na na siedu the team Liverpool amugu so den na Mo Salah eno no say oko ayeti numa enyama nyina ekoye adama club na from aye Liverpool na omani Arsenal game no eno muguso me pacho omo prepare na wonim se manager na ye frɛ no aye Arnold Slot no yeso catch players ne say omo game against aye Chelsea no nyani anje aye part ne bi ho aso mbabo no kakra edu ba bia this Chelsea segua no money bre on expectation the game no mo kobo ade atiam aye Arsenal no be ye sanema no so mutimi po because first and second and so and question tia so mutimi bo modern na ayadia omo give 100% na bia so timi yakama eno ayo panyina fa na no slot no Mo Salah no ono so na aba no e mo resa Salah say goal king race no bibi bia cha say Mo Sabeka be 27 aye goals na so far wetimi asa na ba den sem obi betimi ababe sign ho enti ne nsanya ka goal king no eno aya branch no ko na so ya aye dia banti Salah no ono Dominic Soboslai eni ni nuamo na wo hwe omo a ye de omo nsan by our training ground so and images will be and your day mamo endo Jamaica and it's Bobo Kona you're from Liverpool ombenja endo kwan say wakoyi ni tifefefe or the bebo Arsenal game no nti say na abehu endo aye endo say na abehu no na yese ayadia club na from Liverpool na slot etna se no or distractive aye midfielder on there was such a bonus wo je ya no baba na wabese no ogia no waba ompede onim ball no bebre yeso gide pasa Tchouameni and Zubimendi omono kro ompe ball no bo ompe obi ope ball no bo bebre etini decision is a Mikel abranche from Mikel aye wo ye Jorogueza obo adema aye Sociedad yes or no and you play me patro body ma Bilbao we akra we and the manager Nigeria pass onya na ope ompe Zubimendi ompe Tchouameni omo pe ball no bo mu di ball na chi ompe de obedi ball na chi to be ya adwuma no Jamaica is this boy oba endo ebefi aye club no Liverpool said to come enom aye Van der Sen ono ebo adwuma Monaco yes be 30 million euros and so ebetimi apie for sa boy no ono so na wo hwe na ye de won sama tudwa oye Brazilian boy and then aye club ye from Liverpool for 18 hon koma ye de won sana brem Marco Correa e de atudwa sem the best player ever Premier League nim no ogire pass asem bia ne ho aye Mo Salah omo fa Salah award emfa ema no we kura na munya so mo ko no mo ko ye bibibia aye Mo Salah dia etani manimu ya no na omote aya na word no enso ediama no na bibibia so timi aye kama eno aye makukuroya aye Chelsea player no and the sansam na tutwa yedema modwumagye so UEFA vice president opanye fere Boniek baba bonten na ensem odi tudwa no watoto bi ediama ne opanye fere Hansi Flick opanye we na UEFA nyina no uyi Alexander free wa we na wo na wose wonte Hansi Flick ase na nano ayade aba sabo no mokobo e San Siro against Inter no wadwen wa wonte ase wose changes be no o bobo wality wose at that time na Inter for na bre omntimi na hwe na ball na ekoso na the Robert Lewandowski abamo wose obisa Hansi Flick se o the Lewandowski ebe ye den e so the defensive midfielder bi ananse uti defender bi na eba at that time Inter for ntimi na hwe e to obisa se Lewandowski ebe ye den o kan samba kwa Hansi Flick player na so Mark Lewandowski ema ayo remfi sem enei opiem so Inter won defenders ni nyina what you say unsa chebe ena na se ko defender editia Lewandowski na Lewandowski hu hia no ento no efri Lewandowski nchan eko aye Barca goal num anasem omo halfo eko she goal editia club from Barcelona enteno ese ka bibitre manager na ye fan Hansi Flick se emfonso kese pa no ye no we will play another by na mfaso bia enso eni so na so the midfielder na se defensive midfielder it is all the player bibam na se defender mark no na defender na mark sa player no na defender the player no ko ekose go a just one year Barca with all this beautiful football Barca about this season a shame so Barca to me anchor final and non UEFA vice president Boniek and the San Samuel Tuja Luis Ocampos when report to sir someone else and Manchester United for Nakasa and PSG sporting director no a Premier League a like so bebaho when report sir a job you know one name a yes sir a two teams you know one year and sweating come and non a japa ya demamo I would jumajere so mame fa wen Tuja senyame ya dum the game kase ba ko boso Turkey na eno ebetumi aboa e Galatasaray for be champions with 4 games are yet to go I'm going to transport na obia the lion and ne omodia yo video post to diaba to be Galatasaray there now we club na from transport Victor Osimhen and na AC Africa no manase pass no acha se na ayado no and ajegoki no enso e wo manya me pato ye frewo eye Turkey enom eye Victor eye Osimhen oko eye na so ya eye de ba ye de mamunti ayade me pato mo remfi ono na ne ye hwa ne mu se kompia so no obetumi aboa no wase go na team na enso timi age Morris Brent for Dres Mertens any players na kan nyina no omo nyina enso ye full fit omo kobo game no na eno na nka Jose team no elusu yanka eno no Jose mo ewone na mo entokwase ma me pictures ne bi ne nkomo eno aye club na me pato ye from aye Fenerbahce Brent for the Dudes and Tadic and Anderson Talisca entokwa ba ko si enjado no mo ba ko anema koso ne be na wo hwe bia ye don nsa ne pi enso emamo ne nyina ne se edenzako ekobo we efa wiem na Talisca bufu se na wo zako dia na wo ye ne sa no enti enwo bufu no na Tadic no ye hu de si ye and on your branch for the Talisca no one came in upon a real missile omo enso etimi eso to omo enso emane ayadia omo and I say to picture one sanepa and Morris branch for no Talisca sasin PNC Tadic say the best of picture so piano a car our picture so na just say Marino and your could be son or so on Christ say ayadia or your lineup just say or toso coin just say Marino says in the lineup no otoso koya now or the choose obi nina say the players dey so obi out form obi amodemo esone na no nya penalty bi on person be come wasem now central for na what taking oni adamfo ba ko pekura enso ewom on wo come mo nyina te oni adamfo bi enti just say na ne bag bo na chia office stadium a yede ne won sam ne nso tudwa shake no ye Manchester United aye me patro Barcelona fan na just Barca ni Inter wo bobo ni TV no me patro again video no enini shake no oni nkofa oni am nyina hwe TV ya se Barca we ayasem Barca lusu a shake se we ka football ho shake about TV no
Mkhitaryan DeMarco it's Dumfries again it's Mkhitaryan Lautaro Martinez there is a
Shake a palai. What I say? Shake a bofu. Okay. Shake a palai. And no air no. Mamma Fanto just a branch for the Kosanov. A crown sense or your word in Manchester United and a Man City coach. You're from the Pegwadula Manamopon, a Pinum Jametano. Yes, a coach in the only Aquania Sembia and Yel Bibia. A yadia, Sa game the common bomb of our uniform. No, what yellow card, almost so the red card. And Ayadia Sa side one out of Bepono. When I say, club from Man City, John Bibia. Born in a hole and a num and a Kamobe. It's in Yamia to my nesses and moving one cranny pre. No Biaso, come Mamma Jabi Alonso and your confirmed the mouse. So I press conference said to the Sunday. Ayadian Ofi Bayer Leverkusen. Na Emma Reeves Madrid Bobo Kuna Son Beba. I'm a Biaso come. My images in Como because some pre answer why I don't want some Baba Tuja. Emma Reeves Jabi Alonso and they will try to say Bossumin Sianye. Enti ayadia me pacho be bosume na yes be December mu ho ana Madrid team no yes say ayadia manager na for the Carlo Ancelotti onya balance sa balance nsem na that time na Fiorentino press and this boy and some team komo say ayadia afia no beba on the following season afia omon ebe kiso say omon enso edene beba e just Xabi Alonso the Madrid team no match bia wo hwabio match bia Madrid ne Barca bebo Madrid ne Arsenal Madrid ne team so bobo nyina games ni nyina no Xabi Alonso from December eba nyina wa games no ohwe matches ni toto ni nyina enti onim bibia about Madrid and you see players ope ane omo mpanyina no waka che opanyina fa Fiorentino press ama waje ensom ediatum dada kra enye ne et Alonso de sawa taking decision awie no mon club World Cup no and yes opanyina kache Fiorentino press obesre no club World Cup no de Santiago Solari enso ewo ho enkomo no mom enko ni nyina nsa no pa de sesi de opesen ka wo ba no ba beto so edin ama Madrid aye ni pre-season aye ni BPPA eno de ba Neymar Junior akotoka na ka na Neymar akotono mame mfantodwa se 4 million Brazilian rice no de akoto yeso se ni dream car we na a dream car wapa yase F1 cars ni bi na enema awom no Lewis Hamilton munyina eyusubi and what 44 obama different ones or the coach Santos players they so catch players and say car we de na ni je won pa car na wo pe afena ne nsa ensom atimi aka car na ye dum nsam na tuda Lamine Yamal me de to anim say akura no odi 18 years nyame adoma on the 13th of July na Lamine Yamal at the 18 years so the 18 na no Barca at the 5-year contract no and so at the ma akuda no enti omo twen 18 years do ya no mo contract na to nanim na bibia so atimi kama achabe so sa wotene pa na wonim sam akwane fa na achabe no no enema just interform hero no yes na supporters no kra mo na nko ne ka ho no hwe ebi hu de oye ne ho kra Richarlison and Yanokre say Richarlison club na from Everton percent or some returning na obepo mo se debi sansam no kribia and so any Richarlison any babia ko Emma Renfi Estavayo William and some edia tuja say odile pass akrabia wo Brazil bia no wako YouTube akwe Neymar e was Santos and then Neymar our Barcelona also who Brazil ni akra woni boba on Korea Neymar ne ball now body man Santos and Barcelona no Estavayo William no also timi ko ekohwe eye skill no bi no bi say na kwane ne nine no timi game pa na kwane timi ya enen ayade a na otimi ya san Neymar na oye no eno de ba Puma for boot aye new ones no mo de aba no eno a Neymar e de bi training Neymar still ya say doctors ni nda abrante ne ebetimi ababesi akan eno ensem etodwa ya de mamo unin say Rafinha e de new haircut ram nyame ya adom ochena e won ayade a eno aye Clasico no say they was say Ronaldo nse ne tirimi na ochechire bi na when can first and can Jerry won Jerry okay na why na kama na chese wachechire na oje pim ona ka bia so atimi aye kama ya don nsam na tudenti se na abehu no nyame ya aduma eye wochena game na baso Toni Kroos and the brother ye fan Fallis eye Kroos omabo Lamine Yamal baso Oma persona bobo kuna so abaso na Toni Kroos se mfanto da se ono no support Inter na no game Inquire the internet over one any pa. No monocrapa when there's a pass upon normal bonnet. A yadoba bomber basolio Messi. Many reports a yadia Minnesota or the any edge or Mokakobo Minnesota United. And the Inter Miami no more without Luis Suarez and the Obando or Montimi Uncle Bobonebi. And Tin and no air deba and so Yajimamo Ewotumadi so na Pep. Edim komo kakrebi e dia Fazabi Alonso ho yenti nsema Pep Guardiola ekafa ono anakoda no ne wo Bayern Munchen Xabi Alonso
Leverkusen has done have been unbelievable. I think all the managers that who had the opportunity and the pleasure to have him as a player always will realize that will be a manager, and going to Germany and fight face-to-face against Bayern Munich, that always is so difficult, and last season was unbeaten except the last game against that. And the way they play, the way they improve the players. So.
Pep Guardiola and Bonacrana so. Maybe say Kevin De Bruyne, ya taste up so stay. Ewo me part of Premier League num. So stay City form mu befu because munim samo jana kwantin ka on free chromo. Se mote se o stay ebe hamo.
Would it bother you if you did play for one of your rivals?
I want the best from Kevin, for his family, the best.
Up the best Edema Kevin and the family. And it's a Kevin De Bruyne official City no ko Liverpool or Manchester United krana enya de se ebe hamo ene ye nsema o de etudwa ye bisa Mikel Arteta so be Liverpool nyame ya doma eye wochina Arteta ye bisa wo game na eba so no nano ukolusu ewo eye Champions League no mafimo against eye PSG o players be bre su ye e de na woni omaka.
I wasn't in tears, but I was very touched, very sad, because I was really convinced that we had everything to make it happen, and especially the first 20, 30 minutes played out, and how we suffocated them and what we generated. They were there for the taking, and even if Bugai scored the 2-2 with 10, 15 minutes to go, my feeling was still the same. And then when you don't achieve it, it is painful because the dream is over, and a lot of people that we could make very happy and proud.
Still on Gentum say, or say, oh, still Arsenal better, no me better. 2 legs in England, or should be Manas better. A club from a PH, one Gentum cry. Nam Ayadia Rubin and Maureen, on so near Bisana says, players, and Assam no Ayadia or trash over Chen Crown, or said, or person born, style of football, no, as a Stellano, or yeah, Tinomon Tennessee.
But you can understand the when I say characteristics is players that play more inside than outside. That small things, even the foot. It's really important in the position that Gardner played today as a right 10 to have a left foot can change the way you play. To have some wingers that are more offensive than defensive can change.
Yemfa eno NCA na yentwa so emfa mfrio eno ede tiene no na eye chairman Ike eye de minor Godela eye chairman Ike babi obia no yenchia one ene eye Saturday Emirates chairman na ne hot rotaries enso ewo ho eye Stroman Adams mo enso ewo ho eno ede tiene odifo babi obia yenchia eye odifo Amos Odifo Amos Kwame bako biem de
Nyankopon adom ken
yeni komo kakra na yenhwe stories num kakra
ken me da ase amenchia yeti fo ni ahwefo na no pei nyame ya adom ene nkosi nyame ya adom echina a lot of matches na bekoso ewo Europe na kesepano na bekoso ewo Spain Barcelona and Real Madrid ewo La Liga ni nyame ya adom echina game no ebetime decide league no ana nyame adom echina game so betima miemu se league ni ebesa atwen ana because se o check La Liga table na Barcelona was 79 points 79 points no more no the first and Real Madrid was 75 the points difference between Barcelona and Real Madrid 4 points 4 points na separates are two sides we it means say Senyame ya adoma Barcelona ewinia or they equal 82 points or better Real Madrid move 7 it means a over for Real Madrid by Real Madrid ewinia Madrid at the back 78 points now koka just a point between these two sides now obi atwen matches akano so nyame ya adom e china game no ken ye behu se Barcelona be win game a league na say ye be twentwen so ne ya twen matches a eda yenim se what check this season a Madrid and Barcelona echia 3 times omo share wa La Liga e wo Real Madrid fie no Barcelona e ko share ne 4-0 omo sa ko share wo Copa del Rey Barcelona e share Real Madrid 3-2 JSA trophy no ano mo ko share wo Spanish Super Cup Barcelona share Real Madrid 5-2 so this season 3 matches are Barcelona and Real Madrid dabo no aggregate ne akwa ye 12-4 3 games ni na Barcelona e win a dominate Real Madrid bobukuo no so a trial said Nancy Omusia this season there a Barcelona nanya the good results and Hansi Flick actually clearly say baby or Carlo Ancelotti this season biano or no Hansi Flick dominate Carlo Ancelotti onim kwa ofaso e break Carlo Ancelotti Real Madrid onim kwa ofaso neutralize yomo and onim kwa ofaso enya good results ahead of Carlo Ancelotti so between these two coaches this season Omusia biana Papa friend say Hansi Flick dominate Carlo Ancelotti which a fact I won't mean dispute this fact no so we start checking this season omumienu about 34 games over the Spanish Premier La Liga Barcelona win 25 Madrid win 23 this season we league no Barcelona has 91 goals Real Madrid has 69 goals and 2 clubs now conceded 33 each so clearly so we check it 2 teams in our general performance this season our La Liga facts and figures nature say the general performance of Barcelona is better than Real Madrid and going into this game so offer Barcelona or share Real Madrid this season or Real Madrid now we check your general performance of La Liga Barcelona is better than Real Madrid again and it's so clear me sure say obi bia ode no kreka asem obi bia otwe football on use emotions on share the club or supporting the analyzing game no e clear say Barcelona and your favorite going into this game who pedo your favorite bibia indicate say e Barcelona and your favorite by the bia me wo ma asem a make can say ye besia kan a before say ye besia kan o analyze a ubenya de your favorite by referee nation na ben na referee ne bo ne whistle ne say yen game na se a bibia timi sesa obi timi pra obi timi di red card bibia timi sesa intipokra no obi wo ho your favorite by game nation a situation of the game esesa game no so the fact say Barcelona your favorite ne nche say automatically Barcelona e ko win game no by on paper Barcelona e your favorite okwa Barcelona fan Baldi etimi ne Barcelona for aye training Baldi enya sa medical green light no I see Obetimaya available for selection against Real Madrid. Barcelona phone him say, now saying about the free almost setup no about the left side of Omu defense one a holy key. How about the influence Barcelona attack no only one no affect Barcelona for because anytime be about the operating or Barcelona setup no operating as a patrol player. The left side Omu jai ho nyina the man because ono ne be patrol side or the left side na ama Rafinha etimi push inside so anytime be about the ewo game bia no oboa ema Rafinha hoto no osa influence Barcelona for attack na nsen ya woni ho no clearly na affect Barcelona bobuko no say medical green light na timi aba obeye part of the team but to say obesha ase no ana obi anim Lewandowski so push Hansi Flick say opeso o sha ase nyame yado match against Real Madrid Barcelona mpanyin form person be take risk normal Lewandowski asase by Lewandowski push say Barcelona betima the league na ejina nyame yado match na enti opesa o asase na o contribute na Barcelona win game no na Barcelona timi La Liga no enti opesa o asase nyame yado match na Barca for ne say onta abotre omo person be risky boy no at the same time apart from Lewandowski epeso obuama Barcelona win game no onu ankasa dwen onu ankasa so ho because or say achieve or say target the Pichichi Lewandowski by Barcelona first season on the Pichichi in 2022-2023 season that was the first season the following season a Dovbeck and a Beje the third season ye ka Pichichi race na on the lead or 25 goals and Mbappe or 24 onim sanyame yadu match na Mbappe be chassis se ono Lewandowski na nhyase a play advantage for Mbappe because se Mbappe hyase no onya go bia na we equal anase wato ache no ento ofilise so hyase a onso betimanya sa advantage na e dia pegu ento opushi Barcelona mpanyimfo se on hyase Se be any last season pokra with Barcelona or person of the league no Saji Pichichi no. So Barcelona Baudi and Lewandowski. Only 2 players here expect to say bibi ansesa on betima be reset happening. Hansi Flick say ne star na obono on sesano. Waka time with down be say. Debi ansem trofo busane say ade na won sesa won sa no. Coach ne say star na obono. How will see attack? How will see defending no? Or no Hansi Flick on sesano. By the oye say or improve almost style any of my approach. No ma correct or mistake. But to say no Barcelona for better almost style of play no on Sanida. So so simple say who could see Hansi Flick from match day 1 ebesine obi enim kwa Hansi Flick efa so sina kan ensesaye de oyeni say 3 times in pokra we share Real Madrid no ensesaye Hansi Flick opese time bia Rafinha a movie inside Rafinha on paper can there is a difference between formation and roles. Say a bobo formation no how ya arrange players on the field of play and na wallpaper so no and 2 months ye game na see on paper Barcelona about 4-3-3 and ye kind of formation by game na course no role no Rafinha operating no on yet typical left winger and Barcelona she game na se peno mo attack here Rafinha move inside so playing against Real Madrid adia Rafinha be na say o move back inside that obe dragging Vasquez I will be operating as a right back. Real Madrid no obe dragging along na a creative space a ho ana Barcelona left back se Baudi ne be chassie se Gerard Martin ne be chassie no obetima unya sa space etimi operating the left side so Barcelona attack bia na Rafinha move back inside na wa dragging Real Madrid for a right back time bia no Lamine Yamal stay wide because Lamine Yamal no ono no ball na on fa woni players e be ban no se moye mienu moye miensa akraketo na demonstrate a kire say anytime we are buying a man marking, being it 1v1, 2v1, 3v1, no, or no betima take you on because our dribbling skills are on Robia Barcelona phone station Lamine Yamal, our the right side, no need the Ojinaho. Then Rafinha no be moving inside, no, Oba Beka Dani Omu, Pedri, and a Frankie Dion, Sa Ombenya numbers one fin ho, no metimia dominating opponent centrally, and to Ukosia Barcelona and the Hansi Flick, or Paddy a kind of central control, no in your numbers. And I'm saying Real Madrid for impress high no. Barcelona for defenders no 8 minute time. Omutimi pass it around a build from the back. So Kosia Hansi Flick anytime you crabo ni biano, the oyen say you build it from the back, you bit more attack it from the left, you attack it from the right. Near dominating opponents in the central midfield area. Adia ba ko almost say omo pese say player onu ye the key man. Player who born ne so Barcelona who ye who pa ye Lamine Yamal. And the time you are not person Lamine Yamal onya that space to operate. So Lamine Yamal benya that space akwesi broni ke bibi say overloading to isolate. So Barcelona for the person who creating space Emma Lamine Yamal omu attack bia na most of omu players no echo the left side. And for see opponent ne manu push by that side na isolate Lamine Yamal. So omu je ball na no na Pedri etimi switch play e dey call Lamine Yamal. So in Barcelona attacking phase no omo use overload to isolate na Lamine Yamal nya that space to attack so oko check Barcelona kwa omo fa so attack again be anywhere sesa and so far this season Carlo Ancelotti any opportunity ne Hansi Flick share 3 times and to me pretty sure say by this time Real Madrid ne Carlo Ancelotti enya fair idea about how ombetima stop Barcelona team no how ombetima continue so it's up to Carlo Ancelotti say for the 4th time this season ma Hansi Flick mbono because ain't mean ba say boku kakraka te say Real Madrid coach kese te say Carlo Ancelotti na this season what now am Barcelona bo ba ku mienu miensa and this season every game be Barcelona be share Real Madrid biano a minimum of 3 goals no kind the amount so for the 4th time me expect Carlo Ancelotti ni Real Madrid for say on betima se so monoma keno kai Copa del Rey na e course no the second half performance of Real Madrid uhu ne say na very good. Even Barcelona for no much a Copa del Rey second half no. Ball na Real Madrid for boy no Madrid for say bibia. Me expected the same approach from Real Madrid nyame adu mechna. Madrid performance o mu show ye wo Copa del Rey second half no. E wo say eno ana mo de chase. In that Copa del Rey against Barcelona second half no. Real Madrid for a press Barcelona for man to man very aggressive. Oma Barcelona for na feel comfortable on the ball. And it's over second half and now for the Pedri who game so na Pedri muntimi and control game need to say the no open because in the second half Real Madrid for press you very well Madrid for need to me win ball no and as that time Madrid for need to me grab ball ni bi etimi bobo ni bi so a favor Real Madrid for e can who be and yes Carlo Ancelotti ebema adagule asase so based on the likely lineup asase bobo no me you pretty sure say sa Copa del Rey second half performance of Real Madrid no Carlo Ancelotti person use the same approach and the face Barcelona nyame yadu mechina. So playing Adagule, Dani Ceballos, Freddy Valverde, and Jude Bellingham will finfi hono. Can say 4 players will be Real Madrid finfi hono. Nipa for ni to me crabo. Valverde to me crabo on time lusubo. Dani Ceballos to me crabo on time lusu. Adagule the same thing, Jude Bellingham the same thing. So playing these 4 midfielders against Barcelona no, oh yeah guarantee and I say oh yeah rest assured say, ubenya midfielders omunim bo ni kura, omunim passe. At the same time, ubenya a ball carrier and a ball protector. Say Jude Bellingham ekrabo otimi carry ball no. Among grammar the former midfielders no, upobi otimi carry ball ne better pa. E de kwa the offensive third and I say opponent ne half Jude Bellingham. Ubenya no so betima yes adie no. Adagule recently I demonstrated actually say u use na man the needed confidence obetima create the amount. Obetima set the tempo and the direction of play at the amount. So Real Madrid betima a ball carrier, a ball protector, a creator, a tempo setter in the midfield playing against Barcelona. So a quite almost so ball Copa del Rey second round, no, second half, no, and on a Carlo Ancelotti be yusu. By Carlo Ancelotti decided say, or kwa boni defensive game. Yen na yen ko gwetri, yen jai ball nema Barcelona. Na yen ball ne ten koma Vinicius Junior ne Mbappe. Barcelona high line no. Rightly as you said, Tamani Ebese program na no. Barcelona is share teams bebree. Teams need to beat Barcelona for high line defense no. But Real Madrid in kwa share Barcelona mo high line no I dey so bebree because one pass na e was say kwa anim ho no pass ni delay a problem. The tosum yenu Real Madrid for players omo anim ho no omo time omo runs. So the moment on be runs ni bia no na Barcelona high line no achi omo offside. So what's a Real Madrid for? Any so mo that style say you defend ya ni abobo on 10 Vinicius kofa Mbappe kofa. Yes na we too predictable. Uma Barcelona for ni feel comfortable on the game. A game back wa enye kasa tintin bia no say oh yeah correct analysis with facts and figures. Na unye bias ken on paper. Barcelona for ni game na say as favorites. Say bana Barcelona winning game we me to me enye me wanwa. By as a Madrid fan makumemu no me ko hebo na ma support to me Madrid. Mark Bompire Samadu Bewini by say, oh, yeah, fair. Na pesa de no crack as a marking. Barcelona for no game na say as favorite. Win be baba as a stance now Barcelona for no and was to say on bit me win based on omo form womb. Barcelona for no and make catch or say oma break akra. From last month, ABC this month, oma 11 competitive game. That's 1,050 minutes. It means say every 3 days, a 3.5 days be an over one competitive game. And from last month, ABC this month, no, Barcelona matches some about no mako extra time on 2 times. Inter Milan ne Real Madrid no. So definitely omi nipa ombe break akra. By baby edru no, enra mekaye. Hansi Flick say the last push was so omodeko. Se Barcelona decide ni nyina to omechi. Na omo psyche omo ho. Na omo dey show omo trim say ye Real Madrid da ye La Liga na. Me pretty sure say by this time Barcelona players no omo ye mature no omo experience na kasa kire young guys no a omo dey defeat ni beto omechi no omo push sa last push na against Real Madrid win be beba mete po Barcelona say omo dey favorite was a game we mu Newcastle was St James Park against Chelsea. The Premier League table no emu ayeshi already yenim the winner dada. But when the Becker Liverpool who qualify for UEFA Champions League next season, Newcastle at the 4th 63 points. Chelsea so 63 points. Our more points ni nyina ebo so. So what check 2 teams na obi a person qualify. It means say nyame aduma weekend we St James Park between Newcastle and Chelsea. Wa be lose game ni bia no a big disadvantage e de ma say obetima qualify for next season UEFA Champions League. Playing St James Park enye easy. Kinu nim say this season Spurs akwa kolusu. Man City ko ball draw. Arsenal kolusu St James Park. Liverpool ko ball 3-3. Manchester United kolusu ye. So all the top clubs and also big clubs in Premier League in this season, obienu wa wakofa 3 points St James Park. And it's a Chelsea a part of the top 6 and also top clubs in Premier League. Na obienu kofa 3 points St James Park. Chelsea for him say venue no more kono e wedding. And Chelsea for an ankasa testify to the fact say since 2022 Chelsea nko say Newcastle fee. Every 2022 the last time at Chelsea ko say Newcastle fee no 3-0. Reece James eshe 2 goals and Jorginho eshe baako. Na under Thomas Tuchel. Enti imagine Thomas Tuchel free Chelsea. Up to date Chelsea ntimi nko St James enko share Newcastle bobuko no. A Chelsea avenue ni a very difficult venue edema Chelsea. By football say the be can be possible. And for one set Newcastle air strong go fie no. Chelsea betima kwa wini. Adia baako ama this season Newcastle for no almost said den ne pani a second. Every style of play o metimi no wabo. Newcastle for betimi decide say match na mi kwa rim no mebo ultra defensive football. And to metima city deep I very compact. No me jai ball ni the ama opponent no me use counter their show. And to omo back four no Dan Ben, Fabian Schär, Trippier, Livramento. On betima city deep pie close to omo goalkeeper. No omo three midfielders, Sandro Tonali, Warlock and Bruno Guimaraes. I very close to the back four. Then omo four 3 players omo enim hono Murphy, Isaac and Abrante friend say Harvey Benz are acting as floating. And it's almost you close a bet omo winning ball ne pe and am say opponent na attack bebre ni spaces e wo etro no mo de can't timi how at the same time on betimi no abiem eno abo style be a person on Newcastle go bian this season no ma demonstrate say on betimako but Newcastle for ahoden pa any omo secret weapon the edi kan e how omo press Newcastle for a press high 10 young person omo winning ball no opposition half and to Kobusa Manchester United omo de fa so Manchester United omo beta taw and make sure say on the press or one castle half in their high pressing omo combine nyoma miensa omo combine aggression man marking and a cover shadow into one castle half no omo gina also the pressure too so no why a mistake no ma capitalize or some mistakes no and omo a second weapon omo use ayo omo 3 midfielders no Sandro Tonali, Warlock and Bruno Guimaraes so who ko see Newcastle for 3 midfielders we huswa on be how because ASR 3 midfielders way no and they protected the back line. ASR 3 midfielders way and ASR more forward line department no I relax free. So the moment a matches are lose this season no a matches on midfielders same so say Chelsea betima kwa way akọ pick 3 maximum points at 1 how a Chelsea betima kura ball no mu lose ball ni bebre say Newcastle for press and at the tosu bienu how a Chelsea be dominating the central midfield area. Ye benya Romeo Lavia, Enzo Fernandez and Abrante Frense Kopama. Say Caicedo betima bo right back, but omo attack here o invert become midfielders no. So Chelsea benya numbers to control. And adia baako Newcastle for very good at set pieces, most especially corner kicks because omo defenders no wa omo betima pim the amount. But Newcastle for slow team omo shooting from distance. So me expect Chelsea so betima shooting from distance. By all the no clear car sema and so Newcastle game na say as favorite. Me be we no me wo Liverpool ni Arsenal game no. Arsenal was 67 points at the second. Man City was 64 points. Man City kobo Southampton. Man City be win this game no or the beba 67 points. No ne Arsenal nya the same number of points 67. Uko Premier League the separating the league no e points aba accumulate. Say e pa e goals difference na aba goals for. Say goals difference no Arsenal e plus 33. Man City e plus 24. And now which goals for Arsenal e 64. Man City was 67. So say Arsenal for betimi e di omo second position I was omo say Liverpool team no. Say Arsenal tena ho na Liverpool for sure ma it means say a play advantage for Manchester City. Already Arsenal co trophyless. Adi omo de betimi di achechero omo ra na ye say omo maintain omo second position. By end mean ba say Arsenal co trophyless na Man City and the performance this season enso edi no ye be wie season wasaba be overtake dia Ebeha Arsenal for parking because Obia last 3 games aka no Arsenal de na obobo Liverpool Newcastle Southampton. When they compare Man City de na Southampton Bournemouth Fulham. And between Arsenal and Man City de na 3 matches na mu eden pa no Arsenal bobuko no by ken de ehunu ye say onim say since 2012 Arsenal ntimi nko share Liverpool crew. The last time omo ko share omo no Podolski and Asante Cazorla 2012 na Arsene Wenger na coach. Omo last 14 visits omo dey call Anfield omo ntimi nko say Liverpool by Liverpool forcing himself match league no omo lose against Chelsea omo ntimi nse lose game against Arsenal by Arsenal any excuse say owo so omo ntimi konya results ebetima place omu yi se bana Arsenal Man City sa be form nko hye de ebe da second de akin Arsenal for ebe hye omu pa because Man City this season enko ya no asa atena ho ama Pep abesa ho de ebe ha adwen
West season under Pep no more the second
no aba be de ntwaye
okay
enti ebe depend on the Arsenal ba koye against Liverpool
well yemfenis yo na eye kwame jela Edison bremo kakra na yenin komo kakra
Perase me wo games no asam kakra na mabeka stories so kakra is he asamo Ken the ten say Barca ni Madrid game so no 3 games on mabo every single game will be a Carlo Ancelotti essence BB with regard to taxes yet we are not finding any solution. First game 4-0 no yet you say there was a deliberate plan from Hansi Flick. It was a game Yebabe started tough game and Yebabe tough game na Yebabe. The argument is that okay, Madrid for Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, Barcelona for ball high line into Madrid for Barca. That was the argument then because high line you cannot play it against Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe. Hansi Flick was not perturbed and a ball high line. Now it was a trap because Madrid for ninya baller. Say Barca for press omo kekre bia na quickly no more ball na sim. Omo boy either Barcelona will get the ball back and regain possession to play whatever they want to play or offside. Into that game, omo offside by 12 and then you say offside FC Real Madrid if you do remember. It was a clear plan. Barcelona ya one day Yahon didn't say Debia Yekuta ball because of the ball. Barcelona are no good. So Barcelona enkuta baller. Omunye teamwa omunye good. To say, for instance, Inter Milan Sabono enkutanwa or ye good elho. Team will be in the profile. There are teams that off the ball they are excellent. There are teams that with the ball they are okay. Barcelona with the ball they are okay. It is a one day said they be a kuta ball near controller. How do we quickly get the ball from Real Madrid? Yen set some trap. Highline ye bar. They will quickly play long balls. They got the better out of it. Almost so easy. Because on paper you catch now say basketball highline partner Vini Mbappe. No when team you will be surprised. But that's how football tactics works. Hansi has not changed. Games of Maboni, he has not changed. Now Hansi, me what baffles me in a second. Sa highline no a Bobby wo by Munchin, but at by Munchin Joshua Kimmich ball right back, left back here Alphonso Davies, Jerome Watson, and David Alaba 4 and 5. But you know how the highline the man is successful in a second. David Alaba overpays and they had a better sweeper goalkeeper in Manon Neuer. It's on highline it was successful because Sabono born high now beat offside now. Anya bia Alaba will pay Jerome Watson only pays but Alaba will pay so no compliments no. And Manon Neuer was sweeping. But when you know what just says he said Anya better sweeper sir. In any case, Pau Kubasini Nigo Martinez, they do not have the pace, yet the high line has been successful. Now, you push him right in him kakra. And now your ball game 3-2 you. Ken, Carlo Ancelotti, sa 4-4-2, and Yaka wants some, and now you cannot stop Barcelona from scoring. But one thing we can also say, they say, Barcelona defense, are you porous. But the difference between Barca and Madrid, they say, Barcelona creates goals, Madrid for nya. Na simple pass, na obi wa over touch, wa over pass. There's a set or dribble, na wakobo shot. They also hold you onto the ball, no wako pass. Decision making up front. Look, Mbappe, Vini, Jude Bellingham, nobody can doubt their qualities.
But
if they
are two players because share previous season Toni Kroos Benzema Benzema Eboma Vini na wasi abeji. Now obi mo ma Vini meji. Oje bona no de ko. Oni Mbappe omuntimi pass ball ni. What omo passing?
Say omo good passes.
Omo ni ball pass.
Yeah.
Enti ball no space no omo de ball no yede. Ti Madrid je ball nche.
Yeah, Jiboni.
Yeah, Jeff from but omo brain omo asan yede. Agene back.
The last game Madrid boy, I was complaining say after scoring 3 goals against Celta Vigo, omo jibola instead of to hold on to the ball. Obi a jibola no the ball. Inti Madrid jibola omo nche possession o. Omo jibola less than 15 seconds ni jibola dey free omo nsem. But omo no be jibola omo bre. That has been their problem. That is why America second. Nobody doubts the qualities of Jude Bellingham, Vini, Kylian Mbappe, and those boys out front. But the problem is say they need to play as a team. Anytime Mubiana midfielder Jibola, Vinicius Junior better than in Sasa pass the ball from you. I Mbappe bell running for ball you. Sometimes they would have to pass the ball around. Say a quick pass that they will do it. But I say Obia Preno ho saying Ken Mbappe peg Pichichi Agino. And I know said too he wanted hat-trick. But what I say, Vini is not okay with numbers. It's also so per numbers. It's the quest for goals and assists, the quest for names. And sometimes, make us all the time, sometimes a Madrid team, you know.
So now Mbappe or 24. Lewandowski or 25. Lewandowski the try some when you team abo ball be. And of course obo ball be and chances so when you go because they want to create chances more no. Madrid team no Vini omone Mbappe omo adwum so betimi manage go king.
Ken the Etienne say Misre at this stage enye Carlo Ancelotti. And they say catch Real Madrid players and they say they need to play for Kylian Mbappe. You see, these are things players someone can say unity with team anymore. You don't need the coach to come and tell you that. Players say okay, say penalty duties Kylian Mbappe bebo. Se pass the biwo na obvious now the member striker no. Na so onko say no give you would have to play for him because Nyame Antuma Lewandowski Gina Park no so they would equally do that for him. That one I agree. Say Mbappe say be starting season he was struggling but how first one say 24 goals ayo bia one say 25 goals say Lewandowski say ya go kini so betimi age so ntimi ngi last 2 years o say 23 goals or the GP but this time around 25 goals is not enough. Nature says someone is competing with Lewandowski very well and the Pichichi they can until the last game bibia betimi yesi a game one looks like 80% of football pundits agree says say Barcelona was the advantage. The problem Barcelona will have when they say Barcelona are fatigued or more brutal. Barcelona can or more bre. And the plan on the game when they said they will try to hold on to the ball more. The more okuta ball no or jina whom you own to me idea say Uncle Brebebre will give him say obe possible ni bebre and none of Madrid work rate in the Barcelona for suffer because if Madrid runs more omu chase Barcelona for no ball free omuntem and sometime na ball omu moving more Barcelona will suffocate after 60 minutes. But my biggest question is Madrid beats nya sana will Madrid overrun Barcelona? And no name problem this is because Madrid for be chasing Barcelona throughout the game. Barcelona will get tired. But I doubt if they will do that. Can game where them say maybe La Liga ni over. Me who be gidi be beating yes.
Barca be
double chance them.
Double chance Barca.
Honestly, unless miracle.
So win or draw, Barca.
Okay. Madrid for defense that poor, you know. I mean, so Eddie, I think the Madrid 4 would have to come back next season and give us a better performance with Jabi Alonso. Get anything? Say, Arsenal for build the Spanish Empire. Omo build the Real Sociedad and next. Na Ateta no ufi Sociedad wa ne enyeme wanwa. 4 years ago, Martin Zubimendi. Kentiemi Zubimendi, Mikel Merino, Martin Odegaard, and an AF midfielders at the Real Sociedad. Odegaard, Mikel Merino, Martin Zubimendi. These were the midfielders for Real Sociedad. Today, next season, they are going to be the midfielders of Arsenal. Some midfield way, na omo pass omo wa. Kine ko dre di mu a unim de omo pass ball ne de man e de ball ne to atnem Alexander Isak. It's sa dream midfield no Arsenal fo anya aka Alexander Isak na fe omo tam Real Sociedad team no e de aba be she Arsenal team no pe. Na Arsenal midfielders omo top better for the past 2 years ni nyina no Obian Kami Bebre, Chise Martin Zubimendi, because he's direct replacement for Thomas Partey.
Now, look, Omone Zubimendi, and come on a question, you know. Oh, I just said, Partey contract a year toss now, Mashas, you know, Omeja Chedi.
A name of you, either say, Omejano Quine Amanako, or bet now, or bet that Ketiasu.
Oh, Jorginho ko Flamengo.
Because Jorginho Eko. Arsenal, they've always been trying to reshape their midfield. Partey, Xhaka, Martin Odegaard. Time a Xhaka free wa. Omuni neni nemu maybe na Jorginho de obefo mu kakra. We say oba January because they did not have hope in Fabio Vera and Smith Rowe and pneumonia there. But Declan Rice banana Orbano. Declan Rice or number 8. Don't know bet number 6. The profile name Thomas Partey DNB. Mikel Merino na or number 8. Don't bet number 6 but 10. But the profile name Thomas Partey DNB. Maybe what I say. The only profiler is similar to Thomas Partey. Or Arsenal. Jorginho. And Jorginho is so all free club with the Mwako. It's me all this while I am not perturbed because I felt say na Zubimendi ebi Jabi Alonso the number Madrid. But Zubimendi bana oba a direct profile the style no a Partey DNA bia inti say Zubimendi ba then we are looking at Zubimendi, Odegaard, Mikel Merino he made for a Declan Rice he made because Merino the menyas so be to Declan Rice. Majority the me say but say Arsenal will have 3-man midfield of Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Odegaard. Omwechi, Mikel Merino. So Arsenal are building not just a midfield for the first 11, but a midfield about Kufrimwa for Frobetinya Sanswabo. And I feel very bad for Minion Thomas Partey. He would have to take a decision because never me who Arsenal. It looks like they've had a disappointing season, but Andrew Beta is working. Say Omokofa Juan Garcia. Espanyol goalkeeper no. Espanyol goalkeeper no Madrid for no more peno. Se Lunin free wa. Goalkeeper Madrid person kofa no sa goalkeeper no. Number for air peno. Arsenal are convincing the guys that's not David Raya. Oh, what they are doing, I think it is good. Now, I can't even if they finish with Martin Zubimendi here now, I can't left winger and center forward. They say open Nico Williams, Alexander Isak. Isak then ya open Benjamin Sesko. Charlie, if Arsenal are able to do this, I think said they are on the right path. Ken, EPL day. Normally, on a normal EPL season, a cut 3 games are in case I say pressure. Maybe a Liga, relegation, Champions League. But I say dear, League, Omo free relegation omo sa mo kra de omo nka ho bi senye sa senka relegation battle ni gina so pa Manchester United or the 15th, Tottenham or the 16th, West Ham United or the 17th. 15, 16, 17, Man U, Spurs, West Ham. In the relegation battle, no sanka aswa. On there, we are discussing Manchester, Tottenham, West Ham United attached to it. But it is exactly. But it is always it is done. In Tinka, ideally, first and second or Premiership, airborne weekend, I normal game. Liverpool, Arsenal, I normal game. So I say the only argument, the only sort of something we want to be inquisitive about the race for the Champions League. The Newcastle, Chelsea, and a big game. Because City versus Southampton, possibly. And Nottingham Forest also on Leicester City. I'm just hoping because Nottingham their last 5 games. It's sad. Their last 5. Tottenham pen on Nottingham form no abba form. Inti Leicester City there. I am assuming say Anye they will account for them. Now brings back the Chelsea Newcastle game. Ken, no question me woman say. First of all, I don't want to pick the lineup. Remember when some Moises Caicedo right back. A very mistake. Sa style na omu coach ni person rotate kakra into Romeo Lavia, Enzo Fernandez for engineer the double pivot. Moises Caicedo engineer right back. Said be obey invent say ama Enzo Fernandez akwonenim. Moises Caicedo in this game is needed in the midfield because Newcastle a physical side. Newcastle ye team wa one in a bar over 90 minutes we no once a place no will need 1 day off. Obemo wa break. The Newcastle said midfielders ni na available. Na sankenye injuries Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, na nkebia wenya Jolinton. Obemo wa break, but Jolinton is not fit. So we are looking at midfield today of Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and maybe Joe Willock. But Newcastle will run on a 90 minutes or true become a breed. Okay. And on Sabo Buga, especially St. James wanted the king. When he said the last 3 at Chelsea, Chelsea had 1-0 back, 4-0 back, 2-0 back. Into a grounds at Chelsea and farewell. And I mean, just imagine because King said Chelsea lose to game when they are common best Sakra. I think say Chelsea should chase say Anye Biani if they do not pick the 3 points. At least Omufi Stadium what they should pick.
Omu Manchester United.
Man you they say
no Yakobo.
And last game no Nottingham game no serious.
Nottingham Forest.
Say no. There I can say I was say Chelsea for Anye Bia quarter draw. Because man you attention Europa and I think say Chelsea will account for them. Now Omako train the last game they drew then we'll have a conversation about that. But this game, Chelsea should not lose.
Well,
they should not lose. And you no cry.
Chelsea, not Newcastle.
Newcastle, Ken. Yeah.
Your friends, your member, your chair, Baba, Twassana booking course and Swaba, but Mamene Biggie, Indian Komokaka Biggie. Now, what you say?
Namia Dom Baby Aboko.
What's the Indian Komokaka?
Yensham Komona say, M free Spanish La Liga anymore. Real Madrid ne Barcelona eba babishia. Can say who share team now na continually in the same season. Now washa watu 3 times sir. At the SSA say you have to go into the game with an A game. An A+ performance. And I was a Real Madrid crocodile edi. Esu game anymore. Players are feel some make a difference they are Real Madrid. Number 1 Thibaut Courtois. This season he's been a standout performer for Real Madrid. He is the reason Inter Madrid competing for the Spanish La Liga. Boss and a banoso, pressure and a banoso, but he always tries his possible best. So best stand it to the test. And the Real Madrid Bobo Kono. And the Thibaut Courtois Bayele Juma. And Real Madrid. Then again, there is a problem with the Real Madrid defense because Rudiger, who arguably maybe an performance this season and inside the previous seasons, but they won't pan so say. A brand anymore in as much as say previous seasons they better change this season no and yeah bad. But unfortunately, Onya available so there's going to be a makeshift player in the shape of Tchouameni, and Raul Asensio, and a Bejina Chilonum, and the Real Madrid. Ken, another player is also making sure so member to the party at the Madrid. Some more per results should be Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, best Spanish La Liga, there was that kind of hype, any attention. And a brand not just hype. No, actually, he's a goal scoring machine. Our French League animal or neighbor. It's the performance they was show. He stepped into the Real Madrid club. Ashasiano, na niema nko as expected. There was a bit of pressure on the player. Now, man for can't say baby. Kylian Mbappe morning he has been a flop at Real Madrid. After performance, they shall see Eba on the right. Goals they shall see Eba. Now, the America. So he has to be at the party for Real Madrid. Senema Beko Yama Madrid in a sense that. So already the last Clasico no more boy now. Kylian Mbappe was the man who did that firepower about Real Madrid and Nimu Honum in the first half. Now Niaman Kwanka in Fama Real Madrid, the performance wasn't good. But in the second half, I brought Kylian Mbappe Belmono. He was the man. Not all pressure ahead the Barcelona defense. Aside, he was the person that know to be pet. A yet channel to be to as an attacker. No one receiving the right balls at the right time. No, they had the defense of a Barcelona. It is our firepower and the confidence that Real Madrid in the second half. Only Barcelona Gina toe to toe at the boy at the point that Real Madrid dominating game. It was Kylian Mbappe and this had about Real Madrid and Nimu. He brought that sharpness and Real Madrid and Nimu, scoring 24 goals in a debut season for a club like Real Madrid. I was Spanish La Liga Nimu. I feel that he's that trump card for Real Madrid and he has to be at the party. Say Madrid Bepe so Benya a winner. Ken in the Italian Serie A, and there was one game I course AC Milan and Bologna. AC Milan gradually performance na shasi a pija. So why AC Milan? The last 6 matches are AC Milan abono in all competitions. We're winning 5. But AC Milan team at the start of the season, even under consensus, we not near man conquering. Obesha ba akone e chena won timi nhye na emu aye den dia ma AC Milan at the point na AC Milan dwene kwara me fa so qualify for Europa na wo so mo di attention ni nyina the Coppa Italia so no munya sa qualification na e de fa sa channel no that back door no mo ko pieme we Europe because qualifying for the top 4 spots dey be difficult. But as we speak, AC Milan apart from to Coppa Italia final no atimi asa abon homodin a say sia possible say AC Milan betimi qualify for Europe next season even on the league log. Looking at performances of other clubs that don't know so nanim okita 60 points omo dan anim no 63 and possibly the best other matches and after the next 3 matches in the Italian Serie A no clearly AC betimi qualification even on the league to qualify for the Champions League and sa na be power the Coppa Italia and so one of the teams they free last season ever Omaya consistent with Italian Serie A Bologna. It is a Wishia Bologna, though AC Milan fee. But the AC Milan we have seen this season. And yet, team now bet me a GDA Bebre, so bet me a BT Bologna to it. At the start of the game, especially in the first half, not the midfield of AC Milan, ain't me handle one midfielder. Bologna. Remo Frula or control game in the Bologna. He is the reason in Tiana Bologna ever all the possessions game in the first half especially. And the defense of AC Milan na ya be poor. Me assure say the injury of Fikayo Tomori affected the team. Omo share game na Arsenal. And onya head injury in the 14th minute. And omo ye changes man bemo. Other defenders at this season, omo timi agina in his absence amane ma konkan no. No mo timi nya saade no. Pavlovic especially. The kind of space out the ma Ossolini. So Obo Bologna this season now pe player makina. Ossolini na that player say what gain. Any attention and so corner so he's been the best player for Bologna this particular season. He scored 13 goals and as a winger the top scorer and so the Bologna Bobo clearly a China Modima or you'll be pacey. He's a good dribbler. Such players you almost so much space. But time Ossolini far bono na Pavlovic a man that space a bit me a man done in Honwa facing the 1-on-1 and beating it to it and ball into the tomb. Adiabako Mani Jinami Haley for AC Milan has been that kind of confidence, and that's never say die spirit in their last 6 matches. Obo AC Milan, just like the Barcelona team, in the last 6 matches again. Compare say a be pong game no. Untimi nyasa GDN to solid game no one win it. The last league game they played against Boboko friend said January. Now AC Milan Boboko ne da form in the dying numbers of the game. Omo be take can win it 2-1. And now after so omo call from 1-0. In the second half, and a coach considers how changes no Samuel Chukwueze and then player friend says Santiago Jimenez were the difference makers for AC Milan. Omo bad game no. Omo the best side the face of the game. Emma Niema turning in favor of AC Milan Boboko no. Obi oda from Kabako. Na ya bo game no naka 20 minutes. Ama ya pong. Now for AC Milan ababa beteka. Santiago Jimenez came from the bench in the 65th minute. Obama 73rd minute. And Obete Kandema AC Milan. Now ma draw parity. Akakwaya AC Befaso. Now when you that match winner to give them the confidence in the subsequent games. Said they be on Betimia GDN still on Betimia qualify for the Champions League. People have to stand to the test. There comes Christian Pulisic. A superb performance and ra. On also Babeda, that 2-1 goal. And so the man AC Milan and Sana Branty if anything Jimenez. And so Babesha the third goal. One thing about him I have loved and they say at the start. I want to carry a AC Milan no. Or buy na near my conkai now or share. But at a point, Obaba even a third person and I say a third force. I want the AC Milan striking department. Obi Oba or starting here instantly. Now all my goals, you know. After Luka Jovic Muni now Bojano. Ewo League mo, ewo Coppa Italia mo. He was on the bench, one complaining. He's worked hard, getting the opportunity again. And now, Abrantene proves he's that quality striker. AC Milan bet me I rely on. And then again, one player, and I'm here impressed with the performance. Ya born a champagne baby, Jao Felix. Ken, and now Abrantene more than mono any. That timely runs, our player be here, ewo game mo. No the Bayer Juma the Abuan the team no money results. No, Abrantene yes, Jumano. Eventually go na Christian Pulisic share him. He was the man of ball shot. And a defender, I didn't know and Sana Eba to police in my manager. It's the Jao Felix and so. Now you're born a cheap baby, so started very well. But at the point, now near man come from Manano. Yesterday was at the party and good for AC Milan. Almost so 8 for the 3 maximum points. I will push you on the league ladder. This year they are confident. So the subsequent matches and Yama Konkaya on Betimia qualification our Champions League. If only when other teams their door and Yaman Koyan from maybe more. Ken Napoli. Any Inter Milan, the race for the Italian Serie A title, and so Baba be keenly contested. So why Napoli in Suswa? And you may conquer the man Napoli pa. After picking coach Fernandez Antonio Conte, one who knows the Italian Serie A very well, now near my conquer, and so the man anytime he steps in the Italian Serie A. The last 6 matches Omabo making sure some Ubetimiania 5 wins. And so were Italian Serie A anymore. Fortunately for them, the last game they played Omoko away, Ekokobo Leche. This time around, almost tenefie. If you know almost tenano, almost my friend said Genoa, and so and the airboy. Genoa in the last 6 matches were winning just 1. Ken wa draw 1, and I will lose Marco 4. It is a born Napoli. Oh no, I have very good. I will fear away in the last 6 matches. Baby, we could be a move 5 or share. Oh, problem. Inter Milan on the other hand, also so no. That kind of a team on only about this particular weekend, relatively compared to Genoa. Chain Napoli because Obo Torino this season has been better than Genoa. Okay. It is Napoli no one your opportunity year you have no options and Inter Milan and so far away. Inter lose Liga. Ken baby
3 points 4 games to go.
A bad day say make us Inter beat me the league because manager na
omo concentration for Champions League.
Champions League so. Because I'm feel say Champions League trophy.
But he'll do baby normally 5 points.
Yeah. The consistency that Napoli show Inter Milan and Milan show. A typical example here they now walker. Some of your attention for Champions League so when you get divided attention, a better thing say never bet me a kind the amount. It will league anymore. But Napoli are in home common only had that ambition of winning the Italian Serie A. A honor no mad drain, and you focus on your movie.
Now, maybe who say Antonio Conte be ball Inter for Basomo call Barcelona call ball 3-3 no. Yeah. Obama Basopa. Yeah. So much Italian football him. Me tia Conte di na just say or patches and for no show we bomb.
I'm for much in Conte.
Na just Obama Baso Champions League na year mu ya dear.
Or show the fear there me fa. It's a for my dream Europe honor the Bebo. And I think performances are here from both teams. It's a clear indication. So Napoli and Abrez over the Italian Serie A. Inter Milan focus. Aqua could the Champions League. So it is how Napoli now what's in looking at performances at 1-9 in the last 6 matches. A move 5, say you home, say we winning in our share. Now when your opportunity but Genoa. Our no the last 6 matches our we winning 1, we draw 1, and I will lose 4. A advantage the mouth. So beshe. Inter kwa away or kwa the BCBA on one asem. Focus on your own. They say our destiny kita. Our destiny kita interview. Now I heard they say on Lucy. Now omna me found e kita one kasa. O share the akana waju league.
Yemu be so play off no. Yemu be per se Inter Napoli be lose 1 game. Na Inter share. na omakwa no bi a hye ne de na omakwa because first leg home 1-1 ewo Napoli fie another draw ewo interfere enti ewo Italy omunyu goals no a straight playoff na nko de omo Olympico room no makobo final they said because playoff won say ebi wo La Liga no La Liga de no head to head enso mo mienu bi wa say ni nyina antimi amba playoff betimi aba yenhu bi da yentan hu playoff ana
sure but me sure say Petanopi said the omo na onya adwene omo feel say opportunity na ba no take lead
one day mo me playoff
we go keep playoff the betimi akọ either way say Inter final game
said it is a final it is a trophy season
and I make say kwa final game na Inter ne Napoli bo a betimi a different ball game
at the end of the say you say Arsenal and Liverpool for now points here pay you go to film you head to head you BBB film you bo league ni we no omo yi nyina pay aka last game you so mo me no nkobo what be so you could be
watch league no and I make say as a neutral
as a league ni bi wa hu bi so mo yi head to head goals na straight points mo ben so wi ayen ko hwe bi mo nkomo ye de mo ko neutral grounds na mo ko match me
as a neutral de nke be ye de e be ye fe
ba fans
ne de
o makoma
because enya kokoye sa playoff na e be den so obeka say Napoli be fa trophy no Inter with that experience and the kind of resilience they have shown.
But I Inter manager no Simone Inzaghi no one of games in the local games no akwaro we master
and America no so resilient nature no match especially when it gets to the knockout phases of the Champions League no clearly o match say about one of and I say yem premium for bibi dia o mani again this particular season
okay
in AC Milan na dey o ma fa kwan bone so kakra and so but even with that Campo Inter has shown that kind of resilience and I believe say a better day the Napoli when it gets to that particular stage
so two good support Inter ni nyina no say baby adua so mota Inter chi na omo free ho the last 2 weeks
Champions League ni
Nipa na support Inter we are na making especially Kruma
and I make say
me patch say to Inter you must send some Barcelona 2 games no more supporters pa in just say omo ta omo chia for league and omo atwe omo
oh me sure so omo
ni hokura bi
na assignment dey Barca dey some Madrid for it did assignment dey Barcelona game
omo fa Inter ho bi
dey bi omo no bo wie
okay
omo to kwata omo pai
okay
it assignment dey Europe omo wie say adwuma no
okay
I believe say Napoli has that advantage omo make sure say en sleep na playoff ni nkonko bem because e beba playoff ni dia e be dey say Napoli be fight Italian Serie A
me that say biggie ani boss no ye fa no nso na me nkomo kakra amofa na o ho te say
Ken nyame adu mi bia boko boss
ho Africa games in Basel
of course
stories be brio ho
of course
how some day say no ho te say
oh nyame adu no
team no ho bi
so near o masses akogu das be
sir okay although some brother mame and for booking course no mame sisia because na ye hwe kakra bi bia amofamfa stories ning na every sisia meba
president kekabo mu na fe ye monkomo okay inti ana quotes ni nie first one 10 odds and plus 1D2
no 1CD
there we and then 1D2
okay
so me starting here 1D2 AD3 47 1D2 AD3 47
and 10 odds
in Pachawai code number 2 1D2 AE4 D2 1D2 AE4 D2 code number 3 1D2 B01 D2 1D2 B01 D2 and you 15 awesome plus code number 4 1D2 BOA 8A 1D2 BOA 8A code number 5 1D2 B3B 7C 1D2 B3B 7C and no quote number 5 last one 1D2 B4O FB 1D2 B4O FB and no 16 odds internet yes 6 and a mamo into lot of greens in shaso na and obiaso sunya kakra fan kwana no
yefa eno ensio mesro aye betway enti obe download aye betway app no nya nya tentem na no na wonya bi because an 6 na at least obenya bi aye den a onsa ebeka bi na we try betway Amofa, I want to say
Ken,
Mame Ghana stories na economy to say.
Of course.
Okay.
Yen Shasem free a year calf under 20 a year AFCON koso e year Egypt. No, this is the quarter final pairings now Arabi Tuja.
Okay.
Na Ghana, in fact, minim say Ghana bebo Egypt, the host nation. And then I went the television.
Yeni
Egypt. And bebo. Now you say freeze. I had the winner. You say call against Morocco. And I say Sierra Leone. And Ghana.
Egypt for no to say why you born kakra.
Oh, and you're bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Say North African from the Wisha or
man. Young with the Jomodi.
Ombe Jumano. And yeah, Ghana. You see, any Egypt. And about 12 May. No, na yenko MTN FA Cup na semi-final obia nyame golden kick XC womone atram device na airbo na webajo nyame adma Sunday na fi Asante Kotoko any Chelsea abo referee James Taylor na ebedi game no enso no nemo hye so say MTN FA Cup na yebo no nyame adma 15th of June Ewo University of Ghana Stadium and a final game no and so ebebaso no and no na MTN FA Cup no golden kick for release video bia omo patch say in fact omoni abre na enso to say obia no
omo de
janso no boss major top yellow na down green no so top
omo dress nice
yes so to so omo ye training so to no the video ya ba bon things we know golden kicks omni atram the visa and elbow enti and on sem kakra and so and no on MTN FA Cup no kuma se Asante Kotoko coach Karim Zito akasa area for mo preparation mo ye area kwa kushia brekum Chelsea yenti coach Karim Zito.
We are prepared immediately after House of Folk we so as you can see, we are even playing try matches today to make sure that all our tactical and all the dynamics in the game will be checked and then see how far we are going with our progress. The field will be working towards that, and then psychologically I'm also talking to them. But my worries now is the injury situations in the team. I'm hoping and wishing that those who had injury during our class of folk will be well careful, and then we all proceed to play the knockout. I don't like changes because with consistency we can go places. So that's why I'm worried about. When you look at the team now, the injury situation is too big for me to handle.
Okay, well, no the tenant boss. I want to be catch was Samba O'Neill and afi Patrick Esiedu omunyina Sanko. Na coach dem. Can one sem no.
Coach worried.
You're worried. Say top players no mu prepare za na ha adwen pa. On Senra na May 9th. Na the tenant say GFA president and so akasa ejiri say in fact police for enhwe na justice for pole omonye niema ntentem because nani dia chipa yenti ket nsem kakra odi tudwa enso ewo May 9th na say.
As we soldier on, we still know that we are human and will continue to make mistakes. But let's be guided by the fact that we have to fight this battle And this battle against hooliganism will be won with us staying together. Even though it's not connected, few months ago we lost another big soul in Poli through hooliganism. Is that not the case? Yes. As we speak, we've not found the culprit. I'll use again this opportunity to encourage the police service not to on their chase to bring to justice the perpetrators, the people who caused the loss of life, who caused us to lose Poli. Justice for Poli is still relevant as we continue on this journey of remembering the 127 plus souls that we lost here on this soil. I wish all of you well. May the Almighty God continue to keep them in their bosom, and may we stay together on this fight to bring peace to our sport.
Whoa, and Ghana FA President Kate Okreku and then some to draw one more. Now, Ansonoma, Minister of Sports Kofi Adams, and so Kasai. We must
not only be commemorating the day, but we must be reminding ourselves as club owners, as technical team members. We must not only be commemorating the day, but we must be reminding ourselves as club owners, as technical team members, as fans of various clubs and lovers of football, that whilst we chant and support our teams, we must not move these chants to the levels of what? Violence. Never again should a soul be lost. The loss of Poli recently shouldn't have happened. And that is why the government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and our ministry is determined to collaborate with the FA and police to make sure every single person behind this act is punished.
Whoa, I know I am some kakra, I know Toja.
Minister Kano Osio Mampani and ministry no and the FA or more tribe and say Ghana Police Service. Kwamba faso beti menye di panibia. Na just Mampani ba manyasa.
Sanity.
Polygy no. And what they May 9th. The power 120 over 27, 28.
27.
And then yeah Karomo. Just few months ago.
Yeah.
And Polygy and so eba inti Ghana ha same 3 weeks in here. Menya so class will be about Polygy and you say Ghana Police Service seguso. Nti mom remfi na court no so na no mokoi ti erese omese ko 5th June okay yemfa enuncio but nipa na omabobo ni de ne de obi ahu
still na omunya hu no
okay nti omom ko court no na je say nipa omugidi so na ye ne de onka ho
okay na Yuramu or the Ghana Premier League no the tiani said NASCO Player of the Month and on some penny for Eddie Ababa Bituja ine about to nuguso ekoso na the tiani said ne Abdul Razak Salifu one ewo Dreams FC one eka ho bi over television so our bought 6 goals ewo hono and but 2 goals rather our bought 6 matches ewo sanso and Emmanuel Mama and so ewo yes Samates 6 matches 6 goals Nana Kwame upon ewo Lions 5 matches 3 goals ewo NFA Kamal Dini Mamudu Mediama Sporting Club 5 matches 3 goals one way and NASCO Player of the Month no
one about 6 actually 6 you know
mebajo wabo eno ye Emmanuel Mama 6 matches 6 goals
Mama about 6 actually 6
I
don't know so be a share about 5 actually 3 on an assist to say
na states one some the details
and I said mama nafa mama 6 matches 6 goals
6 matches
but that's all Samates a Holland money your friend say Kopama money Holland Kopama ne Holland money Jackson as well say league no be a
league
fa woni league mama 6 actually 6 mo fa no mama why are you
yeah
as ana assembly how Okay.
Dini Mamudu.
How many goals? Na assist na
three goals. Now he's a right back.
No, about 3 goals.
Yes.
No, assist the same.
Yeah. Kamara Dini, I think say just me confirm it.
Kaunya assist Kamara. You find say bia or your right back was 3 goals. So you bia 2 assists.
2 assists we
cry. But Mama still on one.
About right back and no about 3 goals there. On the
and I make us and could be or assist ba ko be become one. And your case ba. No, yes in the case in so.
Okay.
But 6 in 6 there. And say
Anodin. Yeah, na yenko a goalkeeper of demand and also a Emmanuel Kobe Gold Stars 6 matches will keep you a 3 clean sheets and our conceded 4 goals na Ruben a Osmani Sanon also elbow a 5 matches keep you 4 clean sheets 1 goal concede. And Daniel Afo, Accra Lions, also 5 matches, 2 clean sheets. And Shaibu Rafik Isa, also Samates, 6 matches, 4 clean sheets, 4 goals concede. And no, the tier, goalkeeper of the month, Now, coach of the month, also, Enipam, Christopher Enin, Samates, 6 matches, we're winning 4, we draw 1. And our Walusu 1 or share 12 goals and we conceding 4 goals and after Kasim Mingle and so on Nations FC 5 goals and no 5 goals scored and after we conceding 1 way NASCO coach of the month nominees and they are 2 and him now mamin for winning chat to us of folk and so release statements at the about when our stories a bit to say name Lazio Omujiri say omunim say ampa we non supporter of House of Folk nemom di okoye onom no entwe ya omobesre mpanyimfo mfo munye dey engim na abrante no oye adwuma ewo Hot FM according to a statement no ne mpanyimfo no enkasa say ultimate
statement na says also say
House of Folk kire say abrante na Lazio you see yeah our call MD or attacking on some of the supporters attack MD so man nko na adwuma no omudi tum so omuni ma abrante no so House of Folk ni chita nipa nemo oye adwuma Hot FM enti obese say Hot FM for mpanyimfo ne abrante ne nkaza because radio ya dey educate fan church of violence and near House of Folk
Lazio your supporter Edema has or yeah in Centroni Hot FM
yes
House of say Hot FM for an nkasa
sanity
mentia
statement no per statement House of Folk
but mentia asemnasi
okay
so yeah has supporter club na ajatum so yeah has supporter papa omujini tumpa
yeah
and our secretariat
yes
and on MD no abi and a house for baby or year man enti ye fa say say wo ha na okokotoko secretariat na okoyi ye niema but I don't know house paying for them for Lazio any Lazio na ntena se no mo say hot for na nkasa sana I'm the free police you see
I say after say police bar no I'm say like oba you know unkra sekan me de krata na ebre MD say
and okrasa MD tete krata
oh boss but and cross and has me be confirming right source and
say omunyina ye mistake na because the other krata na call you and I said the other krata na call you okodu ye na kwa fa so a o manage ne ho na nye
yeah
untimi mfa krata amre me didi matem na wa sign the krata na ide e dey breme
yeah
so unkwa be fa so na me be dey wona me be kasa eti Lazio de sabi nsemunu no kodie
yeah
but support intimi mfa de amre as a empty now so the abufu age ayede
now what
atitim
I want to
empty no mentia say because boy no be am fan say one fa so de yede or the man ba bibi wo
me pese me
ntia de na wontie wo de wonje mfa to office ho ebia wokra na ehia wa empayimfo no bi betimi afra bi so say krata na ode brɛ no fabra me ready dey
because omo list some points e kire say ebia wo buy no modern mo enso money
me ba cho Lazio no say nyono nkwa na ekoi
nyono nkwa
their displeasure about Nima AC enye verbal assault
but the tone any or reactions.
No, so I want to say what kind of reaction?
Yeah, me but you fan say o be cancel match me na o don say wura mani ase a. What you say? Sibia o cancel match me. But sign now what do one say you know, it disrespectful. Jemichi what you say? Oh you fan there. Oh you fan. Waba. O do one say me ba. Bia niema me ye no enkoyi. Verbally meet me actually obaye wuye we ni nyina na boy na ka na lazio kire no
in some no kind me pacho in some no kind ni nyina baku kure ni one year attempt di ana
very good but na ekoye say the reaction na ma say no see ye
no problem me person me fan baku
yeah
in some no kind no na attempt di enimu ana question me pacho bi bisa o
this is sample tape ni
good inti na na reaction no kwa na Jesus say
ma yenhwe kakra bi na din komo kakra
do ya asere mu fe patam cameras abetra Fini ma corporate channel na offer. No, corporate channel. Where is another corporate? Do you have them offer? Do you have them offer? What on cameras abetra? Do you have them offer? Do you have them? Timer. Hadiza call. Timer hadiza call. Me ayi bola. We yet team no. Na sika ni team no mo. Na sika ni team no mo. But now has he attractive. Now has attractive. Has mu ye do. Se see under your leadership as an MD. Under your leadership. Only we say has more and why had to set zero. Has more had to set zero. Yet Yan near Bohom nations. Your leadership is born our tuba. Who and the way who can say public and they say, only the reason why it's a Cobo Bono, a Cobo Bono, a tuba. Also fast one is saying, as an MD, also fast one is saying, so I say, also your MD, just as a sharp boy, and I'm the Serena. I say, talk back and I'm good and I say, talk back and I'm good and I say, talk back and I'm good and I say, what is the basic cake? Office Yamun,
unless say be before frozy inside wa
okay
mehu but the mehu idi
but say MD na kase na makofa cameras na just say boy no MD no say Obana or Fred
of friend central for
come on we know the cameras
come on I don't like the idea of gagging supporters. Allow them to talk. So we boni need the demand supporters are be a kwai mamun chiro madwen nyama na ekoso club ni mu enye. Do you expect the supporters to keep quiet? Kana ha na mo ye fa musa mumbe di club woni mu a say de bia supporters sia mu a ye nya mu chairman ade na wo ye ne so nya o mo nkasa o mo nya di allow them to talk in some no bobo so e ye no kra na nye no kre. Let's talk about issues in some no all can say how to folk nama near the how to folk nama near the how to folk akobobo tuba e ye no kre. The guy is raising salient issues. In some no cano, important. Now, in some no, they are everyone say, "Miminim the OAC inside." Everyone say,
"Secretariat one and say Coco."
On a out of folk, out of folk or more commercial area. One number coming.
Baby, or no office and say,
office.
As a fan, then you say, "Oh, call baby, be a training grounds or about." Baby or call any administrative area.
Of course, he can. So he's going to present a letter to them.
Okay.
What I say? Say waba when your confrontation you cry when you the letter he gave you was not on no personal letter, it was a group's letter, perhaps a folk statement. Let us say they recognize that group.
Yeah.
It is on the crata the mouth. Say Mr. Mekan say some crowd they won't yet to take out animal.
And them did.
What kind of disrespect is this? It's UMD, what should I crack the Komobi? Then the Pacronage then in him at Timua. Master, what disrespect? So you will not be happy. So you cannot disrespect the supporters like that. What is that? me say some no afa ma sense so nya krata ye na hot FM for what is that heart of na the end not tete ade no muso I know the manga
well Yasemo has a
yeah respect supporters for Ghana I say mon for supporters nya supporters ka say yempe we a chese mpanyimfo no ontie emfa ne ho ade tia the same supporter na roll disrespect no wa be ka chen say be hwe ball ne yenye sika mon for boni ni die ema supporters say bi enya nkofo a omo ne nam street so basabasa these are people a omo tu omo djuma me ye omo nnuma
well as a folk, okay. Last you know. Yeah, first has the official statement by no and I was screen so now should be no kwame. My name is Obasa Kotoko game so I come others and when they say MD no the support and kind and duty any day who dey be and say we did not na me make kind of reactions no. But the woman no.
Supporter no nanka o expect say onko to nwum na onko da for mo nyeye samasa na
I don't know cause
o see the reaction na who say you wrong ana me who anything wrong with it
that's what you say obi a bit my office work we be
me who anything wrong with it
and make say who anything wrong with it Matthias but you hear obi a bit my obi on MD no kra we issue be a be emfa bon ko bit my and the whole office, whole administrative area.
Na mini ho. Video na ye hwe no. When the attempt.
Oh yeah.
One to ninsa. There was no physical or verbal assault. Eye ni bu na efu. Ana the reactions or the emotions na ekasa. Eye adia odo. Adia da na koma so. Ana ha no. Se udo bibi. Na ade no tete wo ma broken heart sa na react
to ode no sa na ode be ye oyere
obi an say you see ye ne de
sa
enti supporter ne de no ana okoye because ade na okoye no wankoto ne nsa wankodi atem
Lazo when you attempt
based on the
another video
good so based on the when you be attempt wanto ne nsa house no do ana ade ne etete ni ekuno entu okoho a un expect ne se onfa ne nsam kogu nati no nko ye samasa Mr. Delali anku me paacho wo se yo dabi obi ane ha wo fa so react se bibi tete na nukura wo ne ye se Mr. Delali anku ba no na ye ofidadem o ready ni profile ne credential yeso wa ye adwuma wo Manchester United House of Folk publish no I hear you Manchester United.
No ne Edward Wodmo.
Almost our accounts department. Ewo.
And you say so I hear you.
Why hear you ho? Some mean yes why hear you ho.
Why hear you ho?
Why hear you ho?
Cause e ba say why hear you Manchester United accounts department da no. Obi enu otimbe ba
why hear you ho? Good. So based on the credentials and the portfolio they know they bound on board no. Now House of Folk high expectation for Mr. Delali Anku. Oba ye no. Dia na hu. Ma mencho ade bi. De bi ashmi kasa asem we buy. Has supporters in form adwen ko hu. Mpanyimfo ne form adwen ko hu. The difference between the current Kumasi Asante Koroko mpanyimfo and House of Folk mpanyimfo ye say Kotoko mpanyimfo currently 8 supporters no. Omuti omo supporters.
Has for your supporters.
Impedifo into your supporters. No. Ebina Mr. Delali here your team no. And a big disrespect and insult to House of Folk supporters. Because House of Folk also say no ona ye MD no. How many sponsors na dia ba boboku ni?
When team a battle for relegation, na ye dia adwuma dia ma o better when sponsors.
Meba. Be say na dia ba. Eska say no generate amom. E supporters na ne di House of Folk echi ade bi omokoye omadwuma den. No musika omenya nko so omudi kofie no omayi bi dia ba betwe House of Folk match. Enti se bi nkoye na the same supporter any supporters no e de letter ebrem say we na nkoye na utitima enya omo nko asa group ne nko awo eye supporters ni nyina no edi omatem eye the entire House of Folk supporters anu edi omatem no because concerns now omu raise ye no dia House of Folk supporters omu wo wiase nyina aka the same thing. Any this same Mr. Delali Anku and a House of Folk negotiation. Asem we na ni se meka by we se meka omu ye negotiation. O catch the player no say wo de ko now contracting so eso anu aba free empty abra wonim se klali hia sa nipa no ene sa nipa na oye number 1 or that goalkeepers oye goalkeeper wako blasters no by the same end Uncle Pamo Benjamin Asare
so end
time I buy here was House of Folk sign no negotiation table ona oye MD coach watara ni boy na kasa waje bibia tu ko negotiate with the club you failed ekate player and say onko na the Olympics for neke kan de untimi enti onko na onko run ne onko na ne contract ni nyina nso na ombra free
so oboahas na
oboahas
the okay the cobra free says it just has in travel into carbon
abra wonim sada moment baby ehia no
and no need different
and Olympics were ready to negotiate until sense afofro bam ansa no mu negotiate deals bebrea House of Folk ntimi nya nyina he was part kenen nsema yete na nya nyina ne beka ho coach watara players do a oni omo kasa yo mo agree ye ademi minti kroma say lord amwa lord ekọ akra we knew yinim players omo koda atimota ekoda coach fie one of the best left backs e Ghana Premier League e Mediama okoda ho players Emmanuel omo nyina di nkomo coach ni omo kasa na omo nyina age pinia afide ye wo say MD koto aso na akwa say so sa consensus we say supporters na can now to tell it anymore isn't an insult to the supporters inte wo so munya abotre no more address this issue eto de bia impanyimfo say nyansa wo hui eni ba ku fo trim obi eni ho a onye mistake obi eni ho a nansu nim ni ho se obi mpe wa asem a onka wa asem ken me to we metima ye mistake obe frame obe catch them because o person me come anim kwaku betima ya ade enko ye me catch me the same thing big the same thing because we are say won obi eni ho a ye born na ono de we are see nyansa wo once how you human being no obey mistake in a way obetia so the wa wudi anim no the first say wudi ade anim ne nche say una ewiase nyanyansa wo ho supporters ni bi wo ho a football no omo ba mu jawo supporters ni bi wo House of Folk no omo ni mu sen wo MD no omo ni mu sen so if omo raise serious concern omo nyina ade aye kan nyina no bi apɛ House of Folk kan ko enti House of Folk ye pese ye nyina etimi ba ne ko nanim a we ye ne de na we ye ne de en saba ko ntimi mpagya House every stakeholder and was some back together no mapagya House of Folk the current state of House of Folk woni je ho ana the current state House of Folk bobu ko se mani je ho House of Folk ni kuma sa asante koroko na mo akra eto de bia utimi yes House of Folk nya obisu because enka ne kra na me niswa me kɔhwɛ House of Folk ne Power FC wa Accra House of Folk ne Power FC e wa Accra na wani age keke ne yebo
kwa mo data na yawo
oh yawo me football ye di achira chu
Power FC so mo free manya ne
ai ye di achira
kwa mo ye so se Power
me patch
Power FC
yes
others in hwehwe mai
no crepa
ana wa hwehwe mai because Power FC onko ya chepa
ai
data kwa mo ye so na yawo
oh okay agroni ye di agroni wa chu maybe are going to ken the situation of House of Folk supported Biano even class all your opposition pokra na House of Folk kokoma be oya
ampacho video no or TTP paste no more e be nyesa video no
e dey menye sure say because ye omonu mom na be ka say otetim but ye nyanya ayi bia and almost bia so be di na say be sense
so MD with all the respect kwame me pacho nsam no a se watete people simono se eye no kra se enye no kre we want clarification from you because ebetimi susu abase
na enye no kre
ngofo no twa ntro de ato no so
because any day is serious
because a serious ade point na make can say eye ni ma mienu either say obi na twa ntro de ato no so ana so say esiye
okay
na baby ogina as MD any allegations wey dey anu ohye because what the dom when not dom no dear what's some grant one for boni ni dear mom. Whichever way, come out to exonerate yourself if indeed you do not do it. Me ba chawa ti de mi cho yase. And a simple say esia find way to say you are sorry to the supporters. Minka the group gets way be no more yes and
man in Lazio in the group no
Lazio asem or supporters no.
Okay.
Say am pempi you know. Penyifo no de ko bia no a na one supporters deal we nipa ba ko mienu deal aya na pempi o mo twen se eye sa nipa ko kituo bia fa ne se wakọ what had to folk platform so on the penyifo bi timi supporters ni deep just like come out drink supporters no platform no so what I say we be drink say come on somebody come on somebody hey master come on somebody over drink say a cool kitwe bi water platform no kwa no mo kasa but forgetting say one heart of folk supporter edge jump now can some year 1 year who the kwa kofra the entire supporting base it's Mr. MD come out and explain is it true or not
the best thing is also
big quick one na kotokodi no hwe kakra bi because ba me interview
kakra bi on has den say sa asem ni sia say am pass esi say Mr. Delali an ko atete anymore then they have to focus support in front a week can metia sisi am adwene ade bi ho let's assume without admitting say kotoko supporters be submit letter e dey akoma kotoko management na ya tete letter dim MD Krono be resign o be tete chairman K5 mo let him e kuma say asante kotoko you are going to resign. It is a disrespect in the highest order. No matter nsema support anaka, the MD had two options. Ken either say letter no, e be approach no the buy any intimen letter no. Say oh, said you want to make us say many ho. Enti asem na obeka ne kwa ne mintie, intimen nye letter no. Anasa obeje letter no. Now the akwa akoto, o de koto no ma say obehwem say wunhwem e wo wa ho. But say obeje letter na titimu dia. What disrespected supporters in the highest order. And it is not nice. Ken Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Coach Karim Zito, complaining about injuries. But football, injuries are a part. I don't think auto players are now to back up, almost better than a bench. In case say Prako Koba, there are other players almost equally good quality. I be boa team no. Ultimate blame Karim Zito bebre. Wababa be two team. Until the opening the opening I saw the year Juma at this moment. But then again, Obi Subeba from an angle say only situation of Asante Kotoko and Sana Obaba be team no. Though now unim so be to Samba be pra. And so be fat team. Now key players a problem. Samba this season has been the most consistent Kumasi Asante Kotoko player. Obienio. So Obi a consistent Asante Kotoko throughout the season. From day on the first match. He has never put a foot wrong ever Asante Kotoko team anymore. And to lose such a player, a problem, especially when Ukoshia Mankona, Ukoshia Jonah Tukui, Ukoshia Mesaka free. These are attackers almost stubborn.
And you're Chelsea front three.
Yes.
Okay.
Almost stubborn. Ken Amankona, Jonah Tukui, Mesaka free. Almost stubborn. It's the Karim to complain or this or complaining. But there be room no more. Okay. But in situations like this, and also the mean who you coach.
But I say,
and I believe there was a Karim to you bet me idea because Kotoko dreams of Africa no. Because league in out. Ti Kotoko bet me akwa Africa. Nankam put a wadwene so obegia. FA Cup and so general the Kokoba Africa no and the boa no.
Well, I knew a beginning of Mammy Nkomo Kakramamini Ba, any Nkomo interviews quick one, Siana, Yatwaso, Eddie, a free ho, Evan Pinning Casenima, a yaba, open your code here.
Yanko again,
Yen Nkomo Kakra.
Again, Yanko Shamupa, and I'll pay your betcha, your tea for, and Chiano be free, Dr. Baho,
ene yɛde ama yɛtiefoɔ nyinaa yɛka Dr. Ban na yɛ nipa udompe ene okase yɛkase obi yɛ expert ɛwɔ adeɛ mu anankyɛ sɛ yɛka obi ɔyare dompe mu yadeɛ anase nkwanhyia ne dompe ho aka na kyɛ sɛ de onim hwɛ wɔ ho aduro no ɛyɛ Dr. Ban mesrɛw ɛna no pɛ nyaso pa na gye Dr. Ban number edidi dwuma no bɔmɔden frɛ number no na afei yadeɛ wɔ dompe mu ana yadeɛ apɛsɛ yadeɛ bibiduro sama wɔ no afrɛ am yɛn so yahwɛ ne asa yadeɛ ama ho ato ye number no eye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 and it was 0244 08 3482 0244 08 3482 wadaroma Dr. Ban Kumase Atunsu Agogo Aban Hospital nechi anankran so ye was Spinters 18 junction so ubehu Dr. Ban ho enano patient so netie ni say debia ye boso bodawuro keka kire say enipa wanya haw ewo ni dompe ne kase mu no onfa na ni kire Dr. Ban aso eni ehwe no mfa haban abibiduro enka no masa ohaw ne amane no emfiri ne so enti ne aye ne wuti nkomoyi awaba kakra insu atoto kakra enti nipa bebre nya haw ewo mu dompe mu esan say awoba na kase na ehwo kire na esan yade bia abewura kase ni abewura nipadua nim a insu to awoba kakra na akoka ne ho titiri ebi ne sasabro rheumatism a dane dan nyina ye bodawura ka cho sasabro yade no enye fancy bio eye yade kan a wudi agro sasabro betimi agege won kasa aboso sasabro betimi control nipadua e betimi control wonsa e betimi achinchim nipadua ama won so wanya hawo etine ye no wudi nkomo afa rheumatism sasabro ho a na wo so otu anamo na ade wani e kire Dr. Ban enti na no pa die be ka cho so obi o yade ye sasabro a wo nipadua nim a wako abre ache na nso sasabro ni ntimi nkono odi wani kire Dr. Ban aso ye mra me no wo kase ya yade friend rheumatism ana sasabro no nyankopa da ma ye wa haban bi wo ho a ye de mani padua na e ka nipadua na sasabro firi a obepia firi nipadua nim ama wo so nipadua no anya asomdwe kan ama wasum so adwo ye number no eye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 dane dan nyina ubonwu se nipa bebre kompreni obesori na ne honam nyina ye ne ya obi ahotutuo wo no so pa hwe ahotutuo yade na ewo nipa so a dane dan nyina ka se oh eni aduro enko ena enko mesrew hwe obi ahotutuo pa ewo no so pa a wo bre pa da bia wo sori na ne hututu no pa no onfamra Dr. Ban ye ho ne ye nkyere ne se ye wa haban a ye di wura nipadua no medi padua no ade bia ye hawo ema nipa hututu no bia no efiri nipadua no mu ene obi pagya ne nsa mpagya obi otwa ne kon antwa obi ne nan esifom nyina no opagya o maso ema obi efiri ne nantini oba nyina no kyese o maso ema eye ne ya ni nyina kyerɛ sɛ yade aba nipadua no mu a akokeka hakase no akeka ntini no ama afi wo pagya wo nsa na wo pagya wo nan empagya hyɛ ne nso na hu sɛ Dr. Ban se wa wo pagya wo nsa empagya wotwa wo kon antwa wotu nan entu unipadua mu nkase na ewe pa unipadua mu ya pa da bia abɛsɔre wo se sabi abayifo ana obi na abɛboro Dr. Ban se yade aba nipadua no wura nipadua no wura nkase ni mu a de wo bɛte ayɛ ya wo nko a enti da bia wote ya wo nipadua nim ebia wotwa akon antwa de wo kan se wada wo kon so mesrɛ wo kon untimi ena so ni nyina ye sɛ wayɛ mfomso bi ama wachi kasa na eba wo kon no no ɔhaw ne amane yɛ hyɛ sɛ eba mu a wobɛtwa akon ayɛ ho hwe a enyeyi ɛno na Dr. Ban se ɛna no pa ye ni uni nkomo ne nka nkyɛ wo sɛ obi a ne honam tutu no obi a na apɔso ye ne ya obi a ne nantam esifo mu kyɛ sɛ opagya obi di ase ne pa na ye ne ya ni nyina aka bɔ mu a unipadua mu ye wo ya etutu a fabra Dr. Ban aso ye ne yenhwɛ na fe sa nipadua na etutu no ni nyina enkɔda din ema nipadua no enya na somdwe ene ebia na wo ye footballer ana wo hwɛ yen da ne da nyina okɔ park so a na wo pira no abetena fie bɔn so ye di mfie na ɛbɔ nu se wunya 40 kwa wuntimi mobɔ ni biem enti na wo pira ekɔ fie kɔtena se na wo mfie na ekɔ nanim na kyase bɔn na wo retire no wo jai bɔ Dr. Ban se ɛna no pɛi menka nkyɛ sɛ sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo dompe no yade ɛwɔ mu firi mu sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a umprepra basabasa de a na pɛ sɛ wo bɔbɔ pa ɛkɔ anim de a ɛnyɛ na nɔpɛ ya meni wudi nkomo yi fa wo ye prayer na wo pese obobo ana wo bobo na pra edi unya fabra ya so ye ho eda na dabo kan asem kire wo ne nkwala bebre omu pra ba eye Dr. Ban ho ane ye hwe wo mo emo ni padua no hawo ne amane na abamu ni na ye pra no efiri ho enti obi a opese obobo ko nanim na nsu pra enya no no onfamra Dr. Ban ho na fe ye ma na duro bi ne duro ne de be ma na haban ebewura nkasa enim akobon nkasa ne ho ban ayiri dompenim ama fe pre ni pra no ompra biem enti obi a ota prepra na wanya nkwanhia ana akobobo obi ama ne kasa emu abuo ne ho baabi kasa enho aka no eno nso amfamna Dr. Ban ho enipa bebre aba Dr. Ban ho adansidi ho bebre ye won kwala ye won pani ahodo a omo awura Dr. Ban so ye wa no omo kasa emu na abuo enso ye de aban to so mom enne omo ato omo enne obi hibo na dwonku na yi obeba Dr. Ban de aban to so a na dwonku no atimi abaye na ne ho ato no enti na no pa misra wo se wanya nkwanhia ma wo kasa ana wo dompe mu abu ana akoka wo hibo wa dwonku no ene ho aka ni nyina wo de ba Dr. Ban wa ye behwe hwe obi achi kasa amenne oda wo na osole ansole ene obi achi kasa enti ama wachim mesrew se o ma me bi unua bi wachim wachia wa balance ya wa sugar mesrew ni nyina wo de ba Dr. Ban wa ye wa aban ye de be keke nipadua no ama chia wachia no watimi atene ni nyina kire se ya de ba wachi kasa ana kwanhia bi mu wachi kasa ho ka nipadua wutra anye ya wo bechim ana wo mu bakwa ana wo bete ya wo sa no ma we nyina da dia kire se wo kasa na wo wachi no ebi ho aka na so wo de ba Dr. Ban wa de ya ne ya ka cho ne se enkrofo chine na nso mro mbaji Dr. Ban to mom de om yale ne beba na wo twepe wo be hu se na chi kasa na ye ne ya obi ananka wachi a wachim ano ye no hwie nye no na Dr. Ban de ahaban na wa mana tene asem a ye kan obi che wo be ka se na Dr. Ban we de be ye de pa aye nokore eye nokore bro so se de ye kan fi se obi fra bro sa so obete ahwe ma na chika se nyina bubu na so ba Dr. Ban we ni bosome na me ka se wo ba ntoma me no wo ka se a che se ne ho ato no ano ye carpentani na ba ko nso ye mesi ni ba ko nso no wo afro kwanta na otwika ano no nso nya sa ohaw ni bi ni nyina no Dr. Ban de ahaban chesa atututu nipa de chika se no amenne wanya no fa anwudie enti asem a ye ka ne ya ne ye wadansedie bebre ho enti wo behu na beba Dr. Ban ho a ya de bia wo dompe anaka se mu no ebekọ ama ho ato mesa oje number no ne mfa kasa ni nyina ma awie asasi su bi ebodin bia Dr. Ban ho aduro ene ho ahaban a odidi dwuma kin ya number no eye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 and it was 0244 08 3482 0244 08 3482 King Dr. Ban wo Kumasi atonso agwa hospital nachi ana nkranso ye hospital test road 18 junction mesraw echira yekwasi ada ye madwuma adwoda nopa Dr. Ban na okonwuram kwete ahaban ono etrans wo Kumasi atonso ago se wo fa bag na so pa yare sabia ken eye baabi ba kope eno ane ba ken yango posa
enkase no mu ba enopene mu ba Dr. Ban no na ye ne omadi nkomo sisia no na ye ba beto enkomodi so because ye won sanepi enso ha na ye ntoa ye nkomodi no so kakra but senwa ne yenom kama pa unum bia bebo bebre kangen onoma ebo pa so sele so da dru kra so a wo de nombe ensuo na ekoni paduanom no timi aboama yema wadura onoma ho be den ebeto oban o te say
yame adonke
yeni nkomo kakra on kangen
yebedi nkomo yeni nkomo na kangen no sisi ade Ghana fo age atum
oh yes
ankasa chese unu se Kumasi ya abraman UGC wari ya shase sisi ya 16 regions ni nyina babia ni wa kangen na je
ebi obabia
every region those days na man for free wa Accra Takra de takwa amu nyina ba Kumasi na obeto kangen na je drinking water by si anyame adom air corner ni padodo na age atum san sampa sansuo no nsuo mu gwahodo ampa afi atre every region to obi ope kangen na je drinking water bia irrespective of bia we are located wa Ghana ha so owo from mantem ana say owo asante mantem ana say po wato mantem po mantem atifi ana for bia wo bia Ghana ha bia de kangen energy drinking water no abo epinim odi ene say uguso a wo hwe yesa nkomodie ya numbers are eruli e screen so no beba modern na wafa bi na wafre ofra beba office so e be direct o na de eben wo no na wakwakoto e wo honom se ne etie de nti a ansa na obi ye won krofo bi wo honom a obowro mu dan mu a brand o mu use no e ba kope ni TV no use a TV e wo ho fridge si ho eni ma e wo ho nyina no opeso or stick to a particular brand and no one opeso use o nti ansa na obi be switch e free a particular brand into another no na say we hu something extraordinary eno ena ri ade dance eno no na makange na naje drinking water no eno edanso enti aye kamfo de ama efie bia ne onipa bia wotie me kangen energy drinking water obi a wahia nsuo wi na wanom bia no ewo asem foforo kafa ho because obi wono ma de bia me kase nye yare bia na edinu madu zena na ken eka nye yare bia na ye dru asem yare bi wo hono ma eye acid and a pile up adoso ewo nipaduam yare bi wo hono ma eye nsuo na eni nipaduanom yare bi nso wo hono ma nsuo akọ nipaduanom no enye nsu papa eni nti na nsuo wa no nsu pa otimnya typhoid eni ada nyare wa keka ho enti na ye kanfo kangen na nage drinking water edi amaw na de tie ne se kangen water media makase science yo we no me infanto to any other insuo bia eho eno nti na me kamfo ade ama de tie ne se we eye alkaline water any ekase alkaline water enye enkyerese bia ye poison anase eye bribia de be me kase Cristiano Ronaldo ebie ni water company ewo Spain our friend also drinking water no ni pH ne 9.0 ni pure alkaline oko any science laboratory bia na wo hwe pH scale na developed by Dr. friend Peter Lawson no or Dennis doctor no or develop a pH scale na de test a liquid any other substances say whether say a acidic a neutral and sample a base and alkaline na pH scale no more colors color no de a red yellow any afin so lemon green in na represent a acidic chesa de no acid wom de a deep green to say fidie ya ti so hwe mo color na ahamu na deep pa eno gina ho de ma ade friend no friend say neutral chesa dantem nemo ye ka alkaline eno no color no every blue echo eno nti na brebia e ba ha no ma ye test kange na nage drinking water na unsa onya color blue wo hwe mo hwe ewo TV so no bo say pH scale no na da so no wo hwe from 0 na akwa kopem 6 ono na on say ade a colors no nyina no red friend saying orange and then that kind of light green yeah de nyina no ejina homa acid eno nti na FDA say ensu ayenom wo produce a every 6.5 echo pim 7 friends 8.5
ba bi obi abenya kangen ato be patro fe no ma
kangen de
my numbers ni
obi bi ato Ghana ha no mo nyina obenya bi ato na mom de main office na obetima frɛ na e bi a kyerɛw ba bi obenya bi ben wo no 0241 449191 ofre 0241 449191 obi a meka se obi bisa se ofra ne sabeka na ane ofre sisi ya ye delivery nso ene eye weekend ene Saturday ni nyina ye adwuma obeka na office ye ho no ma ye adwuma ye deliver ensure the call all over Ghana na afen so within Kumasi Ashanti regions ne be bia ho nyina o place order na ye de bebrɛ se ne etie kangen energy drinking water da bia meka se oyi obi a woton nsu a ene no owura be bia ton nsu a ensuo no eho ahodo different brands but memma obi monra wo shop no anka se obi pe kangen energy drinking water wabra ato wabra woni bie eba na sa na there's a market no uyelu so ansa because is here no demand no ade a ewosoro dodo na a o manom kan get energy drinking water na hu sampara ensuo yi ade a ensuo yi nsu papa senetie na onoma and then no ye hwa ade e frɛ no the effect of hydration and as the effect of drinking can get energy drinking water ewo muscles and afin so no menstrual cramps senetie na nipa bia no oye exercise and as okoba oye otineten wapomu no so muscles wontini no emu betime aye adwuma na aye well lubricated na aye adwuma yie di ama wabra wonte bre emunye enkotwetwetwen wa ewosa oye purely and as properly hydrated wabra obenum nsuo na akomu senetie enti athlete enum nsuo bebre no enye bibia se nsuo a enam fifiri mu efri nipadua no you need to replenish it by drinking more enti kangen energy drinking water no ena ye kamfo ede ama efie bia senetie oye obi a wo moja entimi ne afurusane ma ebia wo moja eta klote anase bia wo moja na emu ayedu enti entimi mfa wontini mu yie enti wo ho announce eta ye otitiriti wo ho no ma wo ye bibi kakra no wabre wo ho te abronsan so wo si fon kra no obre ensuo ho enya duro kangen energy drinking water enya duro nemum onum nsu papa ade ehorofin efi onipadua no eno ti na kan for kangen energy drinking water no ade ama fie bia mo mo hwe e television no so no wo hwe screen so numbers no egu so ba mo tie wo radio no number no 0241 449191 0241 449191 offer sa number yesisi a na so send SMS ana WhatsApp messenger ebeba office direct sisi a ebefa na eni wakasa question bi obebi side efa nsuo no ho bia no ade a ebeyi wa no ama akonkan e de ama senetie oye obi a wo ho na ohunam ta ye otitriti ana se acid e wo mu nti wo ho no obi wo odidi ana ne bo eta ahyehye ne pa oye obi a wote sa mbomodin so benya kangen energy drinking water no water anom the more wo nom no that kind of lactic acid na nipadua no e generate no onom nsuo mu a de ye ne se neutralize sa acid no efi nipadua no obi a generally speaking scientifically proven obi a ota nom nsuo bia no ade asa toxins ne ade no intimate na nipadua no ma ne enye yie enti bomodin se efie bia wo mu no kangen energy drinking water purely alkaline yen de bia ka se pH tester we de bia ka se ye de ba studio ye be ye testing o test kangen water na onya color blue ana se color purple na ye nsuro nso so obi be test ye nsuo sanse ye ankasa ye wo de liquid pH indicator de testing nsuo no hwe se ampara alkaline water also acid bia nya den enim eno entwa nkoda no ye sanso use the electronic pH indicator no so na wodi ene se wode be hye nsuo no uhwe nsuo no guade na wode ahyem na eno read nsuo no pH no de ama no ye electronic proof chese kangen energy drinking water no pH de ma no 7.5 to 8.5 falling within the category of alkaline water eno no ema nipa bia onom bia no we are assured there's no way obetesi kangen energy drinking water obenya color yellow de biarada enti yese wo ba bia na wutie kangen energy drinking water. If you want to do further research on it, one thing is a Kangen brand no international oko Canada oko US of A Japan crowd the honor technology na they produce insuo no originating every year bepem for the past 50 years last 2024 and omunya 50 years Kangen machine no omo company produce energy company produce Kangen water machine no omunya 50 years, so they've been in existence for so long. I have said technology has evolved, environment asesa kaneno insuo na ye nom river water na ye nom na nama boso emu kama ohwe mu crowd mu ani mu ene no ente sa sanse nipa adoso human activities adoso enti kane sene na insuo te even ebura kra ye tu ofie no sene na ete kane no pipe borne water nam ye taps mo sene na ete kane no na ente sa bio ni senti insuo be no mako nipa dua make sure say insuo a go through a proper your friends technology well verified internationally accepted enti no maka oko elsewhere in some countries Japan, US of A, Canada, you even Spain, Crampono, Insio, proving a omonom, be at 9.0 pH. Ronaldo dia will be also a 9.0, which is purely alkaline. To Ghana, na unya 7.5, 8.5, which is Kangen energy drinking water. It also in a way, no, at Tisania, what say abruchiri no, Caneno na manfo for abruchiri ba na or general me ba Ghana insio be na me ba because a hono obenya alkaline water no ato zeneti anas insio ani pH no ebro even 7.0 a neutral obenya insio etisa wa ato ba ene obi ba Ghana onya obisa onya te kangen water nka ne ye test kangen water on say blue no hwe kangen ahoden ampa also mamin kan about it ukọ internet nso information bia so ohia so no kangen international brand, you can read about it entiene kan na manfo fra brochire ba na omde omunsuo ba obu ho ba no odwene nsuo be ba be no mo because changing your water and kangen a solve this problem enti te Ghana no ye take that advantage na and nyama nkon kai abusua bia wotie me o hwe TV no so anasa enia pick the numbers on the screen utie o radio 0241 449191 0241 449191 number is also registered on WhatsApp.
Some numbers
number no 0241 449191 0241 449191 registered on WhatsApp. Ubetima send voice notes, ubebisa question bia ope and also send a message ya bejo so FS free delivery. Would friend now place your order no ya the bebro.
Yebedama say any kangen and ajeke drinking water and ye did won komo kakra enti Mr. Pebi and no be no more and where be any use and so hanti and ye tie no mesan edin komo enchakra meto am komo die so amufa aha ada say kodo form say
Azo azanze korogo.
Se chance for no be ehwe
The B. Da korogo supporters there.
Mene amuzo so be din komo sisia.
Yeah. They say korogo supporters. Ade omo pa ye. Senya fake up no. Say league no. League no. Boss, league no.
Sir.
Aish, walai, league no. Say league no, mujiri say stone enye over. League ne die. Omujiri say enye over.
Ma me ni me nkomo mresisi. Me ne amuzu ni nkomo me wi amese ne wadi nkomo because eno de tie no. Me ne Dr. Amuzu ndi nkomo ne de amuzu P ene amuzu garlic bitters no wo mo de abadwa so. You know mo so ewo enso emaye. Yakuna ho tse
Adam King.
You're ready, I see. You know, come kakra, Dr. Amuzu.
Okay, and then so you're da foforo. Na, and then Amuzu nkomo, and ye de ebremu. Se, we e bema na wote hwa. Na wo se wubula matari no. En se bi aba begu ho. Na kwaba ma wani mra wo ho so. On se sadie nyankorpon wo si ye nipadua no efa no. Said ya what's your bibia pepe no se bibi be femwa na san ade kro no eye hoho a ededi ewo nipadua nim enti wuti wo ba bi no wo hu se ensan ebegu ba ma ho wo hu se eho keka wo hu sa niema no but all of a sudden ensan bi begu a na kwo ebegu ba na kwo wonti ase but as way you wani medofo se wo hu bibi hoho bi wo nipadua mu a enyiwani ewo se wo ma wani eba wo ho so asidan kan urade se Dr. Amuzu aye duro bi adiaba ye frɛ no Amuzu P herbal mixture eduro na dwuma ebo enya asem ketewa adwene aye dead ata akire ne se enemu yade eku nipa ye enemu yade se wo bie wano aka akire obi se eyi menya gono mese mate syphilis o mese menya candida o na wano ye wudu ase wo fere ade a wo fere doctor kra wo bekọ ne ho kra wo hye wo no pese wano obi bedi nkoma me kese me pa na me wo gono no on se fere enti se ba wo ni padua mu a enyi wani ntwi wani moto brazia emma ya